Well, good morning and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, it is a Wednesday and we are halfway to the weekend, which means that today we're definitely going to throw some inspiration your way and good vibes all around. For those of you who don't know, I'm Carissa Cupido. I've been with you every single morning 6 to 9 and today is no different. On Expresso, we're tackling some of the most important conversations of our time, gender-based violence in South Africa. Right here in Mzansi, it's not just a crisis, it's an epidemic. Now, despite years of awareness and activism, too many women and children still face violence in their homes, as well as their schools and communities. Now, we're joined by Tina Tiart, as well as Wendy Levivato, to unpack what's still broken and the bold changes, most importantly, that we need to see today. Then from the sports field to the world stage, the Wynberg Girls Junior Under-13 team are back from Denmark's Dana Cup, bringing home the prestigious Fair Play Trophy and showing the true spirit of South African sportsmanship. Honestly, it's such a good time to be South African. Our DNA is RSA, and since it's Women's Month, we're bringing the celebration into the kitchen, of course, with the fabulous Jenny Morris. Now, she is serving up the ultimate brunch menu, from marinated salmon and cucumber tartlets to hot honey halloumi and smashed avocado bagels, and then, of course, ending with dreamy blueberry whipped cream crepes. So if you want to cook along with us on our culinary hotline this morning, please scan this QR code on the bottom right of your screen right now. So whip out your phone, open your camera, and then make sure you scan it over the screen, and you can see exactly the deliciousness that we are getting into. Speaking about things we're getting into, the Good Morning Post beckons. So we said this morning in Mzansi, good morning to you. The table is set, the tea is poured. Now we want to know, if you could host the ultimate high tea, who would be sitting across from you? And what's the first thing that they would find on their plate? Let us know via voice note or even hit us up across our social media. You can find it at Expresso Show. So if I could host the ultimate high tea, I would be sitting across from, I have to say, my mother, of course. And if I could dream big, I think Oprah would also make an appearance. And I would definitely serve up some eggs and some avocado and maybe some flapjacks just because we can. Brunch is always my favorite meal to get into, so we would love to hear exactly what you would do. 063-036-9649. Or you could hit us up on Facebook or Instagram at Expresso Show. For now, though, let's get into those first duties for this morning. Let's kickstart our Wednesday with your national news headlines. Now we get started here, where Laurentia Lombard's lawyer has asked the Cape Town High Court to grant her immunity from prosecution over her role in Jocelyn Smith's kidnapping. Now, advocate Eben van Tonder argued that a witness who answers truthfully qualifies for immunity, noting Lombard's evidence helped convict 3 people of human trafficking as well as kidnapping. Now, while the court need not accept every detail of her account, van Tonder said it aligned with the state's case. Now, the court will decide if she faces charges for the 18-month-old case. In other news in the country, South Africa's unemployment rate climbed from 32.9% in the first quarter to 33.2% in the second quarter of this year, 2025, and that is from Stats SA. The number of unemployed grew by 140,000 to 8.4 million, while only 19,000 new jobs were created. Now, gains from trade, private households and construction, but agriculture, community and social services saw losses. Now, Gauteng and Eastern Cape recorded the highest jobless increases, while the Western Cape, the Northern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal experienced employment declines. Now, let's take a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where after years of steep decline, what we need to get into right now is the fact that after years of steep decline, malaria is making a worrying comeback in Rwanda, rising by almost half in just a year, with early signs of drug resistance. Now, health officials say the country's earlier progress, once hailed as a success story, is now under threat. The government is reconsidering its decision to reject malaria vaccines in 2023, when the fight against the disease seemed secure. Authorities warn the resurgence could erase a decade of gains unless urgent steps are taken. Meanwhile, Israeli strikes in eastern Gaza City overnight killed at least 11 people as Hamas leader Khalil al-Hayya heads to Cairo for talks to revive a U.S.-backed ceasefire plan. Now, Egypt, with Qatar and the U.S., is pushing to revive a stalled proposal for a 60-day truce, hostage exchanges and unrestricted humanitarian aid. Israel has since launched a new offensive to seize control of Gaza City, sparking renewed global concern over displacement, hunger, and hostage safety. Now, the war began after Hamas' October 7, 2023 attack in Israel, killing 1,139 people and taking more than 200 captive. And let's close off with some entertainment news this morning in that Pamela Anderson has traded red carpet for cucumber patches these days, happily making and selling her own pickles. Now, the actress, now reportedly happy into romance with Liam Neeson, has launched Pamela's Pickles with Flamingo Estate, donating all proceeds to the California Wildlife Center. Now, inspired by her great Aunt V's award-winning recipe, these gourmet jars add a feisty twist with rose dill, guajillo chile, as well as smoky sea salt. Anderson and her sons have long supported the center, even running lemonade stands to raise funds. Now, at $38 a jar, it's a tangy blend of love, heritage, and wildlife care. Just some proof that Pamela Anderson's passion isn't just for acting, but for protecting nature too. And we absolutely love to see our queen reign in all fronts. Congratulations to her for the launch of her pickle business. That is where we leave your 6 o'clock news. For now, though, let's get into some sporting highlights. Well, let's get into your sporting news this morning. Now we start off with cricket, where De Walt Brevis smashed a stunning unbeaten 125 off just 56 balls. Now that's the highest T20I score by a South African to lead the Proteas to a 53-run win over Australia in Darwin. Now his innings, featuring 12 fours and 8 sixes, propelled the Proteas to 218-7, their best total against Australia in the format, while the hosts were bowled out for 165. That leveled the 3-match series. From cricket to rugby, let's find out what's going down, where New Zealand will be without star loose forward Wallace Sititi for their Rugby Championship opener against Argentina in Koboda, with coach Scott Robertson confirming he is still recovering from that ankle surgery. Now, Sititi, the 2024 All Blacks Player of the Year, missed the France series and will spend at least another week on the sideline, creating opportunities for Peter Lakai or debutant Simon Parker. In your footy news, Mamelodi Sundowns claimed a 2-0 victory over AmaZulu at Loftus Versfeld, marking their first league win of the 2025-2026 season and moving them up to second place, while goals from Masanda Wana ensured a confidence boost ahead of Saturday's MTN 8 semi-final, and that one is against Orlando Pirates. Meanwhile, in Bloemfontein, Pirates' struggles continued as they left an early lead slip, falling 2-1 to Maruma Gallants and remain winless in the new campaign. Competition still rises as we head into tennis, where world number 1 Jannik Sinner overcame multiple interruptions, including a 75-minute power outage, failing LED screens, a malfunctioning electronic line calling system, as well as even a blaring alarm to beat Canada's Gabriel Diallo 6-2, 7-6 in the Cincinnati Open. Now, the defending champion saved a set point in the tiebreak before sealing victory with an ace, extending his hand-caught winning streak to 23 matches. The sporting world is definitely heating up, which I don't think I can say much about the weather, but let's check out what is happening to update you on this Wednesday. Well, let's check out what's happening in your weather news, where the South African Weather Service has issued no weather warnings for today. Isolated thunderstorms and morning fog are expected in parts of the country. Now, the Western Cape can expect more rain towards the weekend, and major provincial dams in the province are nearly 90% full, with the Teeswaterskloof Dam, the province's largest, at almost 85%. Now, conditions remain generally stable, with mild winter temperatures forecast in most regions and rainfall limited to localized areas later this week. Okay, wet weather all around the country. Let's see how we can put a smile on your dial with hopefully this view from Ebeja sent through from Aaliyah. Well, let's look at your good morning post, Aaliyah. Thank you so much for getting in touch with this breathtaking view. Again, I imagine this is from your penthouse apartment, just overlooking the whole of GQ, saying, you know what, Carissa, this is exactly what you and the rest of the country needed to see this morning. We thank you for your services, Aaliyah, and 20 degrees is what you will be rewarded with out in GQ. And a reminder reminder, Mzansi, 0630369649. That is how you get in touch with us with your morning view as we delve into your temperatures for this Wednesday. A beautiful sunrise morning view to bring us right here. It's still the first hour of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've got to pace ourselves, all right? But right now, I want you to pick your 6 lucky numbers and play Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2. And now listen, this is for 44 million rand in total estimated jackpots this Wednesday. So please do not miss out. Play Lotto for an estimated 29 million rand. And then you get Lotto plus for 5 million rand and Lotto plus 2 for another 10 million rand today. So how you get your hands on some tickets? Well, you buy them now in store. You head to the website nationallottery.co.za. You go to the mobile app, cell phone banking, and while on your phone, you could also simply dial *120 *7529 hash for USSD. Now, of course, all those details are posted on our Expresso social media pages. Go and check them out. And then, of course, get yourself in the running to win big today. 44 million rand is definitely up for stakes, and it could just be yours if you play the right numbers. Now, speaking about playing the right cards and the right numbers on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, all you have to do, Mzansi, is stay right where you are or continue getting ready for this morning as we get into great conversation this morning. We have to shine a light on GBV awareness around the country. Some really important notes to take, of course, our outrage and turn that into action. And then we touch base with Weinberg Girls Junior as they come back as winners. Yes, we'll find out exactly what it takes to be a proudly South African from 13 years old all the way through to where we are right now today. So don't go anywhere unless you're making some coffee, and then come right back after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Wednesday morning. Welcome to it. Right now we get into really important conversation all around gender-based violence in South Africa, which isn't just a crisis, it is an epidemic that refuses to end. Now, despite years of awareness campaigns, activism, and promises of reform, women and children remain under constant threat in their homes and also their schools and communities. Now, reports of sexual assault, sexual violence, and femicide continue to rise, painting a stark picture of a country still battling deep-rooted cultural, social, and systemic problems. So we brought in beautiful guests today to unpack this all. They are working on the front line of this fight that needs to continue. We've got Tina Tiard coming back, founder and trustee of 1000 Women Trust, as well as Wendy Lavita, psychologist and founder of Beautiful Life Training and Community Development Association, serving families across the Western Cape. Now, together, they'll help us unpack what's still broken and what we need to do a little bit differently. Ladies, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. I mean, Tina, we just had this chat now about what can we do differently, because we have this conversation often, but I think it's time to kind of turn outrage into action. I think that's the sort of space we're in. But if we shine a spotlight on the current GBV statistics and the advocacy work that you do, what are we looking at?
Terrible. Yeah. Unfortunately, and the GBV is very, very rife in our communities. Women are suffering out there. And furthermore, the trauma afterwards, it's not really being treated. We've got this whole thing about mental health that we don't talk about. And then injuries that women suffer when they are in the situation. But we are trying very hard. And we've got safe rooms now in the communities where women themselves have given their rooms in their house so that others can wait there that first 12 hours. That's more critical than any other time.
It speaks to that Ubuntu. It speaks to it takes a village. It really does require other women to also step up and say, you know what, this is a safe haven and a safe space, which is exactly what you've done, Wendy. Let's talk a bit more about A Beautiful Life, which works very closely with communities in the Cape Flats, which it's necessary for vulnerable communities to experience safety. So what realities are you sort of facing on the ground? What's going on?
Right. You know, we work with families specifically and directly in the schools with children who come into the program via other organizations that are referred for counseling and support. So often I will find that, you know, a child is maybe having a problem at home, and I always say it's stemming from the parents and from the home. The example is set there, so that's probably where it could come from. So in the school setting where we have the bullying issue, and it's not only in the, you know, with the children, it happens at university level where I've been, you know, where I'm actually at higher education, where it doesn't come from the children, it comes from the educators, it comes from, you know, in between educators and, you know, supervisor and students, all of those. And violence is not necessarily physical, it can be mental abuse, it can be underlining and undermining a person, which happens often in the education sector, which I'm very concerned about.
Well, thank you for the work that you're doing, because often we don't think about that, hey? As an adult, you just kind of show up, go, okay, I must just deal with this. But it does cross over that line into a violent space. I'm going to come back to you, Tina, and talk a bit more about GBV, gender-based violence, and it being a pandemic almost in the country and even beyond. So what sort of systemic gaps are you seeing that needs to be closed?
Well, first of all, I really believe we have to look at the work between police and health and legal, because there are protocols that doesn't match up, and we really have to address that. We had a lovely conversation with 200 women last week, Friday, and most of them pointed out what happens at the police stations. You come there, you are treated very badly, and then your family say, no, give up, don't report, pull it back, you know. And then the courts, I mean, in South Africa, courts have got 85% conviction, but only 6% of the cases reach the courts. So it doesn't say much about our legal system either. And we definitely have to close those gaps. And just for me, most terrible is, for example, Tutuzela centers are only funded up to 7 o'clock in the evening. After that, they either close down or you have women who have to once again do unpaid work.
Right, which is not fair.
Yeah, it's part of the inequalities in our society. Women have to do that unpaid work.
Yeah, also because they know the necessity of it at the end of the day.
Yes.
All right, so Wendy, if we're not getting support from the systems that need to actually feed back into us, what does other support look like, especially when it comes to families of survivors? Well, how can they sort of tap into this beyond the crisis of help?
That's what Beautiful Life is really all about, forming collaboration between other organizations. So we will connect with schools, community organizations like NGOs, non-profit sector, civil society. We work specifically in the affluent areas. We have partnered with organizations like Affluent Advice Office, where people can go and find legal support. They can also talk to social workers, where we connect with them so that they're not isolated.
Beautiful. Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for the work that you do. It's absolutely beautiful. Prevention. Is there a way to even go about this conversation? Is there a way to prevent it? Whose responsibility is it at the end of the day? Tina, I can put this to you perhaps.
Yeah, I want to agree with Wendy here. At schools, the bullying is terrible, and we know for a fact that a young person who bully others will become a perpetrator of something. So if we don't deal with the bullies and we don't provide them the support, specifically also very often it's a case of punishment instead of talking to that bully and giving them mental support.
The guidance.
Yeah,
yes.
so that we've got healing at school. I mean, it's a fact that the bully is usually being bullied in the community.
Hurt people.
Yeah. So we really have to address that. And then more men, we were talking about, more men is coming forward. There are a lot more good men in our communities, but they have to talk to boys. What is consent?
Right.
Your own body, you know, have respect for your own body, but have respect for the body of a woman. So yeah, the men are stepping up, but we're asking them, come mobilize, stand up, talk to boys. Let's make a change.
I love that. And I love what you mentioned too, Wendy, about setting that example, because it really is about that at the end of the day. Ladies, thank you so much, and we wish you all the best in your work of advocacy. May you continue and be powered by the rest of us also supporting you in every way that we possibly can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, for now, let's have a look at that Good Morning post. And remember, Mzansi, if you'd like to get in touch with them, all the details are on our social media for both Tina and Wendy. But we did ask you this morning, if the table is set and the tea is poured, we want to know this one question. On this Women's Month in particular, if you could host the ultimate high tea, who would be sitting across from you? And what's the first thing they'd find on their plate? I have a feeling that I would continue this conversation and extend an invite to both Tina and Wendy, all right, and find out what they really love to enjoy. But we ask you to let us know via voice note on 063 036 9649, or even hit us up on our social streets, which is exactly what you've done. Namabana, thank you so much for getting in touch with this wonderful message. You said, this sounds so much fun. I'd invite my best friend who's going through a tough time right now. First on the plate would be a big slice of chocolate cake, and that is just to brighten up her day. Namabana, you know exactly the way to a woman's heart. Naidu Lee says, good morning, Expresso fam. My mum is always having tea parties with her ladies, so obviously she's the one I'd sit across from. First and only thing would be, oh, I love this, a plate of Oreo cheesecake. And that does sound good. I just love that cake is involved. I'm like, yes, please, sign me up. Because we have a brunch, we can, of course, have cake too. And we've got so much more deliciousness right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for spending the morning with us. More about GBV on the other side of this break.
Only you can make my day. Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, it is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on S3, as we continue the conversation about gender-based violence this morning. Now, it doesn't just happen in headlines, it happens and shapes how women live their every single day lives. From the way that they travel to the way that they interact socially, fears honestly become part of their and our decision-making. But what would it take to move from surviving to actually living freely? Now, in this conversation, we've got Tina Tiat as well as Wendy Lavita, who share what needs to be changed in our systems and also the responsibilities on communities and our culture to finally end this epidemic. Ladies, thank you so much for still being here and still sticking around. I'll start with you, Wendy, talking a little bit more about, and I relate to this deeply, those unspoken rules that women live by just to make sure that we keep ourselves safe in society. What are some of those?
I think a lot of it is protective measures. You know, often two girls need to go to the ladies' room. You can't go by yourself.
Right.
There's those type of incidents where people disappear from the ladies' room, so you have to be protected. That's one measure. So you're in fear constantly, which is sad because you have to feel that you can, you know, be free and do things. Other examples would be taking a taxi. You know, you're providing a service, but you're not always sure whether you're going to be okay by yourself. And those are all those things that you need to consider when you're going out there. You're afraid to walk around at night in the city that's so beautiful. So there's always this constant fear, and you have to ensure that you're okay. That's one of the things, you know, you're constantly having to
consider.
Yeah.
It's a
And that's
scary thing. It
very
takes up
scary.
mental space as well. I can't just leave the house. I've got to think about A, B, C, D, just in case things happen. Security measures, like some pepper spray with me as well, just to make sure I'm safe. So I do wonder, though, Tina, if we've become a little bit desensitized as a society as a whole to the traumas and the safety aspects that women have to consider when they go out. Where are we right now?
Yes, you're right. And it's also how we talk to our girls. They must check what they wear, can't do this, you don't go there. But we don't talk to the boys. We talk to the girls about these things.
Sure.
And for me, the whole issue about the media, we always tell the stories of victims. And we don't concentrate on the stories of survivors, how they got out of the situation.
Yeah.
So people just hear violence, violence, violence. And as you know, in our society, most people, especially men, respond with violence. If my child is being bullied, I tell him to hit back,
Right.
stand up,
Yeah. Be a
go,
man.
be a man, cry boys don't cry. And it's all that toxicity that we all keep on perpetuating in the communities.
Yeah.
We have to make it different.
Yeah.
We mustn't toughen our boys.
Sensitize them
Yeah.
to what is happening.
Yeah.
I think emotional intelligence also goes a long way
Yes.
to understanding where women are at and also the system that we live in and how it supports women and doesn't support women in that sort of sense. Now, when it comes to the stigma, this is a big one, Wendy, especially facing women who have been abused and now they've come out of the situation, but there's still a little bit of, you know, something attached to the context out of which they come from. So how do we sort of shift this culturally? How do we talk about abusers, survivors?
I think, you know, stigma it's something that it's societal. It's people constantly rejecting others for lots of reasons. It's not only that you've been abused. It can be just because you don't belong. So those are all the aspects that affect how you engage with others. And I think we need to come to a space where we start to accept people for who they are.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, you know. So it's not about your appearance. It's not about your education. It's what has happened to your past. And I always say it's not where you come from, it's where you're going.
Yeah.
So that is important. And I think the thing about stigma is also that we need to look at the family, again, the setting. I'm big on parenting, and I think that parents play a big role in how they engage with children, and that develops over a period of time. So you become an adult and your behavior is really directly directly a result of what you've actually been modeled. So it's not that I'm engaging in a certain way because that is just your personality.
Right.
It's really modeled behavior.
Yes.
And so we need to change what we're actually showing out there. We need to show people acceptance, we need to show respect, and that's a big one.
I often think about when raising children, we're not raising children, we're raising adults, essentially, to be prepared in the world and make sure that they are equipped to be able to engage other human beings, because that's what we are at the end of the day. Now, when it comes to mobilization, Tina, what sort of things have you learned along the way in terms of sustaining mobilization? Because, you know, people can get tired a little bit or desensitized, like we had mentioned.
Yeah, no more marches.
You know what I'm saying? We've walked
no more
enough.
street corners, no more. But I think the national dialogue is important because dialogue makes change.
That's
and
true.
then also to bring that dialogue into the workplace. And that's something we're trying to concentrate on now. What happens in the workplace? Because we don't talk about it. And we've seen so many court cases now where leaders and government members have been accused of things like sex for jobs.
Right.
And so what happens in the workplace? I also have noticed a lot of new issues coming. Suddenly the packers at the shopping centers are now young males. So women has lost those jobs. It used to be traditionally a woman's job. So we were trying to change tradition. But
Right.
what
Now we've
happened
gone the other way.
Now we've lost the space. So it's about holding the line in some places, not always just pushing forward, but also holding the line, our gains, to celebrate that and to go forward.
That's a lovely reminder. Hold the line, celebrate the gains, but also push to where we need to go. All right, Wendy, from your experience, how are things in the communities, the Cape Flats, Athlone, the areas that you work in, things like unemployment and poverty, how do those sort of contribute to GBV?
So on the Cape Flats specifically, unemployment is very high. We have 1 in 4 children is raised by a single parent.
Sure.
So those children come to school without a meal. They don't have a uniform. They often don't go to school because they don't have shoes or because they just don't belong. So that is one of the big reasons why children often aren't accepted, why there's bullying and why there's rejection.
Right.
So that is a big problem, and moms who don't have jobs are ending up in the shopping mall with the children, asking people to buy them food. You might come across a lady that comes across and she says, will you pay for the eggs or the bread in the shop? And they are told to leave the store. And that breaks my heart because, you know, if you don't have a job and you don't have food, how do you survive? And you can't live off 300 Rand roughly, or as a pensioner. There are pensioners also out there looking for food. And they also become involved in different practices which you may frown upon, but that is because of a lack of
survival.
It's a survival.
300 Rand is nothing. It's something that nobody can, in fact, survive on. So kudos to all the single moms out there, the pensioners that are also looking after families and children. And thank you once again to you, Wendy and Tina, for being here today. I think the important thing is not where do we go from here. It is, of course, how do we start now? How do we mobilize? How do we take action from all the conversations and the dialogues that we've had? And we hope that this has enlightened you a bit, Mzansi, and also empowered you to make a change in your life and your communities today.
Yeah, I've got an answer for you, Carissa. This is how we make a change, maybe starting with our youth. So let's chat to them right now. And fresh from their inspiring performance at Denmark's Dana Cup, the Weinberg Girl Junior Under-13 team joins us this morning to share stories of grit, teamwork and honor. And that's ahead of winning the prestigious Fair Play Trophy, showing the world true South African sportsmanship. So let me introduce you to the following. First up, we've got Hannah Stander. She's the team captain and player, along with Lily Henry, Cardira de Vries, as well as Sophia Brinkhuis. And they've also got the manager here, Wendy, and all joining us in studio to chat about their amazing achievement at the Dana Cup. So firstly, let me say good morning. How are we all doing? Good. We're good? Guys, I'm so proud of you. Firstly, wow, you're so young, but you are literally doing things across the globe. And maybe I can talk to our team captain first. Hannah, you good? Yeah. Hannah, what did it mean for you, obviously winning this Fair Play Trophy? This is an incredible opportunity, an incredible trophy. I mean, look at it. It's sparkly and shiny, and it represents a lot about you. But how did this feel for you as a team, and especially reflecting your team's values?
It meant a lot, especially since it was out of 1,000 teams and we were the most deserving of winning it. And it reflects our values because it shows that we were very resilient and very good sportsmen on the pitch and off the pitch.
Wow, I got to pick up on that. You mentioned 1,000 teams that were there on the day, and you guys rose to the top. Wendy, that's quite an achievement for these young girls, right?
Absolutely, and I think importantly for us to remember is that we are the youngest team to travel from South Africa internationally.
Oh, wow.
But also the only girls team from South Africa to travel. So yes, 1,000 teams participated in this tournament, and they were the only girls team to receive this trophy.
Unbelievable. So we literally are looking at superstars, SA's finest. So maybe I can take it to you, Lily. You're a midfielder, right?
Yes.
All right. So do you have like a favorite player?
Not really.
Not really. You're going to be your favorite player. So I want to know about these moments during the tournament. What felt like it defined your team? And maybe you can tell me why, because this trophy kind of represents a lot of what your team represents, right?
Yes. I think what defined us most was when we lost our first game. And we had to like be there for each other in every moment. But I think at the worst times, we were always there for each other. And we always know how to make each other feel better. And I think one of our best moments was when we won our first match. Because I think we didn't really think we would be able to win, in my opinion. And winning that game meant a lot to me and I think our team.
And maybe prove something different to you,
Yeah.
but what you guys are actually capable of.
Yes.
I love that. And against the entire world as well. This is crazy. So I want to take it to Kodira next. I believe you're left wing, right?
Yes.
Have you got a favorite player?
No.
You're all just like your own superstars. That's fine. I love it. What was preparing for this tournament like for you? I mean, obviously, you're talking about working as a team. There's a lot of sacrifice that goes into this. But for you personally, talk to me about that preparation leading up to something like this.
So competing on a world stage, it meant that we had to put in commitment and hard work, like training for a year and or more. And for like it helped us, and it was a great experience, great achievement, and yeah.
Oh, man, thank you. And I think there must be so many incredible memories made here as well on a tour like this. It's for many of you maybe the first time traveling overseas, I'm not sure, but you're making your family proud. These are memories that can last forever. Is there anything that maybe stands out? Sophia, I'm going to maybe put this one to you, seeing as we haven't heard from you yet. And again, you also a midfielder, right? Do you have a favorite player?
No.
No? Okay, we're going to change that. But for now, though, tell me about the memories that you made out in Denmark. What really stands out for you?
One of my favorite memories was when we were walking through the town, and that was the opening ceremony. And when we stepped into the stadium, we sang our national anthem, and we were holding our flag, and that was just a really good moment for me. I felt really proud.
Oh, guys, what is that feeling like, being able to sing your national anthem in an international event? Is it pride, nerves, a bit of excitement? What is that like for you?
It's it gave me goosebumps, and I was really proud, and my heart was filled with joy.
Oh, well, look, I think for your parents, for your school, and I think everybody watching now, everybody's hearts are filled with joy, seeing that you did something absolutely incredible. You represented your country, your school, and yourselves so proudly, and you did it in such an incredible way that you were awarded with a massive trophy. So I'm grateful for that. And it doesn't stop here, Mzansi. We're still celebrating incredible women. It is Women's Month after all, so why not just carry on doing that and keep these talents here? Because I want to find out how good these soccer skills are. And maybe I can go through my paces. That's why I got the fitness clothing on. That's why we got young superstars here that hopefully can continue to inspire us. And that's what's out here at your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Mzansi. Before we do anything, I'm going to catch up with you, Chris, and find out what else can we look forward to before I get my fitness on.
Well, you've got to prepare yourself, Raul. I'm telling you, these girlies came to win. They came to fight. They came to prosper. And I can't wait to see you being put through the paces. Training like a Dana Cup winner, which we'll get into in just a little bit with our nature boy. Not only that, we'll also touch base with our Kyle. With his beloved mother, we absolutely love her as well, Miss Angela. And we'll find out exactly how they have a dip out moment while they do some Pilates. Hopefully you can join along straight after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey ho, what do you know? It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back, I'm Zanzi. And like I mentioned earlier, if you were awake, we are celebrating women all morning and carrying on with Women's Month. So we brought in some young superstars, the Weinberg Girls Junior Under 13 soccer team. And they're going to be powering us through an energetic fitness session inspired by their Dana Cup training and obviously this massive trophy that you might be seeing behind me. And this is what it's about. Let me prep you because we're going to go through some warm-up drills showing off how discipline, teamwork and fun kept them match ready on and off the field. And we're going to ask, is the Captain Hannah going to be taking over this one? All right, we've got Captain Hannah here. We're going to be leading us on this session. What do we do first before we play, before we move? There's something that's really important, right? What is that?
The stretch.
Yes. Why do we stretch though?
To get our muscles warmed up.
I love that. And also maybe prevent some injuries, right? Because you're young, you don't want to curb all this crazy talent. So what do we do when it comes to warm-up? What you got for us?
So first we're going to start off with like loosening up our neck.
Okay.
So we're just going to take your head in a circle. So you're going to look right,
Okay.
then down, then left, and then up. And you can do this like 3 times on this side.
Oh.
And then you can do it going the other direction. So you're going to go up now.
Oh, this is a
then
nice one.
left,
And you guys
then
might not know
down.
about this, but as you get older, you start to get so tight and sore. I can just feel rust coming off my neck now. So this is a fantastic exercise for anybody at home. You guys should join us right now as we're chilling with the Weinberg Girls and the 13 soccer team as they slay away this morning. Right, next warm, what's next, Anna?
Next, we're going to do some head tilt. So you're going to tilt your ear towards your right shoulder.
Okay.
Then you're going to bring it up again and you're going to tilt it to your left shoulder.
Oh, that's a good stretch out on the side of the neck. Yeah, I love this.
And you can do this 3 times on each side as well.
Okay. Ooh, this is actually a great exercise for anybody that works from home. You may be on a laptop as well. You hunched behind your desk. This is fantastic. Hannah, I like you. You can stay. What's next?
Now we're going to warm up our arms. So you're going to take your right arm, put it across your chest, and use your wrist to pull back gently.
Oh, so we're working like a bit of the shoulders there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And you can hold this for about 10 seconds.
Okay. And I was just thinking, why does a soccer player warm their neck up? That's quite weird. But then I think about like some of the goals our left wings are scoring where you've got to header the ball in after a cross. So that makes sense actually. You need all the parts of your body to stay warm. And I think if you ever are just getting ready for exercise, like Hannah said, listen to the captain here. Stretching is perfect. Get you warmed up, stop injuries. All right, shoulders are loose, head's loose. What's next, Hannah?
Next, you're going to try and touch the back of your neck with your right arm.
Sure.
And push back gently on your elbow.
Oh yeah, woohoo, that's like a stretch in the tricep in my lat. Girls, how are you doing at the back here? You good? Yeah. Looks too easy for you. Look how I'm struggling here. I can't even get my head down. You guys are just smiling in this position. Oh.
Can swap
Nice.
arms now.
Oh, and again, you kind of hold this for a couple seconds, right?
Yeah, 10 seconds on each side.
Nice. Oh, this is a tight one. I should work on this one more. Oh, okay, brilliant.
Now we're going to warm up our legs. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold your heel up to your glute and just hold your ankle there for about 10 seconds
Nice.
on this side.
Look at you with these science terms here. Hold your ankle to your glute. Oh, we got a new fitness superstar in the building here. Hannah, we've got like a minute and a half, and I really am dying to get into some of the drills as well. So I love that you're showcasing a warm-up. I know we might not have time to go through everything, but I am hoping that we can get to some of the skills and show off some of that. So hopefully we can maybe do that after this stretch.
Yeah.
All right. Legs are warm. Let's have some fun. I think
Okay.
we're all ready. So what are we going to do here?
First, we can start off with one touch.
Okay.
So you can get into a partner, or we can do it in a circle like this maybe. And you can just pass it around to the person across from you.
And like one touch as well.
Yeah.
Just notice, guys, how this ball just meticulously stays on the floor. You've got to stay sharp. One touch and they're getting that pass through. I'm just trying my best to keep up here with these girls. Ooh, sorry. I know that shouldn't have gone back to you, but this is nice. This gets your hand-eye coordination in, correct?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Woo. All right. Nice.
You can try and use both feet here too.
Okay, so don't just use one leg, use both. So you're warming up both feet. Okay, nice. So this is quite a bit of fun as well, right? So guys, we are chilling here with the under 13 soccer team from Weinberg Girls, and I'm absolutely loving everything about it. Showing us their drills, showing us why teamwork hard work, dedication can get you the goods, get you a trophy like this, and a reminder that our women are doing the most in our country. And I've got to say, so proud of you all once again. We're going to definitely put our hands together and say, congratulations on the Dana Cup, guys. You guys did us proud. And I hope to see you back here for more celebrations of whatever incredible work your team is going through. You guys were amazing. Give it to you, man. Oh, yeah. Absolute champions. Zanzi, that's what it's about. And we continue from here to the kitchen because I think we don't work ourselves up an appetite. Let's go.
Well, if you two have worked up an appetite, I've got something just for you, because sometimes the best part of the week is taking a moment to just breathe, stretch it out, and maybe even get mom to join in on the fun. Now, Carl took his dip out with Oma to a whole new level in a reformer Pilates class, and I heard this one is quite the challenge. So here's how it went down with Miss Angela and our Kyle. Laughter, lunges, and definitely just a little bit of sweat.
When life moves at 1,000,000 miles per hour and you're booked and busy, you always forget to pause. And the way that I love to pause is dipping out and meeting my mom wherever she's at. And today she's at Coco Pilates doing her reformer Pilates class, and maybe ending it off with a coffee and a rusk to get energized for this day.
Don't frown, because I don't include Botox in the sessions.
And I am not paying for Botox either. Hello, how are you? Good, I'm so excited to be here. Clarissa, I feel like we are sisters at this point, right?
Listen, your mother is my mother. I love her.
I love her too. Are you putting her through her paces?
Oh, yes, I am. And I better actually let her stop now. Stop slowly. Come in. There we go. That's it.
This looks
okay,
so
you can take a little
intense.
race.
Clarissa, I've never done Pilates before. I've done mat Pilates, but I've never done reformer Pilates. Tell me, what are we going to be doing here today?
So I'm going to put you on the reformer with your mum, and we're going to do a little bit of a full body overall workout where we'll combine some stretching and some strengthening and just some yummy feel-good movements.
Okay, well, I'm excited. I need to take these shoes off, yes?
I think because Pilates is a low impact, high result type of exercise, you don't have to be super fit or super strong to start Pilates. Like literally anybody can start Pilates. That diversity brings so many different people together, all with the same goal to strengthen and nurture their bodies. Now take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to lift one leg up, keep the knee bent. So lift the leg off the bar, that's it, hold it there. As you breathe out, lift the other leg up. Squeeze your legs together, and voila. Breathe in, and now breathe out and curl forward. Great. So make it a little bit lighter for you.
No, I'm fine, I'm good.
Okay, and bring the hands back up above your shoulders. Let's stretch those legs. Stretch them and touch my nose with your toes. And now bend your knees and soften back down. Good, and breathe in, breathe out, and stretch. Touch your nose, my nose with your toes. That's it. Beautiful.
What surprised me about doing Pilates together is that my mom is strong. She's so strong. She's been doing this for a couple of months, but I've never ever joined her on a class, and today was actually the first one. She's been begging me for weeks. This isn't the only way that you reset and recharge, right?
Well, what I basically do, I just love taking a moment of silence where I can lay on the floor for 5 minutes and just breathe, and knowing I have no responsibilities.
And there we go. Both
We're
legs
alive.
safely in the strap. All right, so now we're going to go into little circles. So I want you to bring your legs down and then separate them slightly and circle them up and back to center. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, relax the face. The purpose of this exercise is basically to oil your joints. So we want to make sure that the femur in the hip socket rotates so that it produces synovial fluid in your hip joint. Kyle, keep your bum down. So this is a common thing that I find with men. They like having their bums in the air. So keep that tailbone connected onto the carriage, that's it.
Sons that are not having a dipping out moment with their mom, or even just taking an Oma rusk and dipping it in their favorite coffee, is please answer the phone. Answer the phone. Your mom is trying to call you. She's trying to love you. She's trying to give you the best advice possible. Maybe she's trying to give you some money, but answer the phone call. Your mom is on the other side. This is tougher than it looks, but it's so much more meaningful that I get to do it with my mom. It's such a great way to connect, pause, and reset together.
So Angela, tell me, what did you enjoy most about this experience with Carl today?
Just the laughing and the actual exercising, because I was exercising. I don't know what Carl was doing. I think he was basically doing Pilates Olympics, and he was definitely much better than me at this.
Clarissa, if there's anything I can tell you about my mom, is that she is always like the strength in the chaos. We always have such intimate moments together, and they mean a lot to me, and I'm sure they mean a lot to you, yeah?
It just means that I get an opportunity to slow down and just take a moment and be present with you, where I can have a cup of coffee, tupa oma, and just be in your company.
Sometimes the best way to reconnect with yourself and someone you love is to take a pause, breathe deep, and share something simple, like movement, like laughter, like an Oma Rusk.
Dip out with Oma this winter. Tasty, filling, and oh so satisfying. The ultimate winter snack.
I knew it would be a good one. A stretch worth definitely making a day out of. And also proof that a dip out moment is always better shared, especially when your mom is involved, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, here's what you got to do. Just add a little movement, warm cup of coffee. We got that ticked. And the unmistakable crunch of Oma Rusk. And you pretty much got yourself sorted. Now, we're going to keep you sorted right now for your Feel Good Breakfast show, because we got the one and only Jenny Morris in the building.
Come on. Also, Clem Pedro's around. We're getting into the kitchen. Quick fire questions with them, and then some cooking straight after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Hey, what do you know? It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back. I'm Zanzi. All the magic's happening right here, and hopefully we can also do something about that wallet. It might be a little bit empty, and here's your opportunity. Fill it up. We've got an incredible opportunity where you can pick your 6 lucky numbers, and we've got Lotto, Lotto Plus 1, and Lotto Plus 2, all happening for an estimated 44 million rands in jackpots. It's all happening this Wednesday. We don't want you to miss out, and there's 3 ways of doing it, right? You've got the Lotto, which is estimated at 29 million rand, Lotto Plus 1 estimated at 5 million rand, and Lotto Plus 2 for 10 million rand, all happening today. Now, here's how you do it. You can buy your tickets today in store, online on the nationallottery.co.za website. The mobile app, you can use cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529# and then follow the USSDs. Now, it really is that simple, and we want you to win so badly that we put all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can literally go check it out right now, which will allow you to get yourself in the running to win big if you play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1, and Lotto Plus 2 for, make sure my my maths correct? Whew, yeah, that's right. 44 million rand in total estimate. And it looks like Carissa's ready for the latest. Let's go.
Ian Hazen yesterday briefed the media on the US's 30% tariff, which took effect last week. Now, Minister Tao said Cabinet has approved a new offer, which builds on the previous one submitted in May. The new offer substantively responds to the issues and the US has raised in the 2025 National Trade Estimates report. Now, Tao said government is meanwhile expanding trade ties in Asia, the Middle East, as well as India to reduce reliance on US markets and protect jobs. In other news in the country, Laurentia Lombard's lawyer has asked the Cape Town High Court to grant her immunity from prosecution over her role in Jocelyn Smith kidnapping. Advocate Eben van Tonder argued that a witness who answers truthfully qualifies for immunity, noting Lombard's evidence helped convict 3 people of human trafficking and kidnapping. Now, while the court need not accept every detail of her account, van Tonder said it aligned with the state's case. Now, the court will decide if she faces charges for the 18-month-old case. In your international news making headlines, international attention is fixed on the upcoming summit in Anchorage, Alaska, where U.S. President Donald Trump will meet Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday. Now, Trump calls it a, quote, feel-out meeting, end quote, hinting at possible territorial. In a pre-summit move, Trump will speak to President Zelensky over the phone today, with European leaders joining the call. Now, meanwhile, Zelensky, uninvited to Alaska, has firmly rejected any peace deal that excludes Ukraine, calling such agreements stillborn and unconstitutional. Meanwhile, after years of steep decline, malaria is making a worrying comeback in Rwanda, rising by almost half in just a year, with early signs of drug resistance. Now, health officials say the country's earlier progress, once hailed as a success story, is now under threat. Now, the government is reconsidering its decision to reject malaria vaccines in 2023, when the fight against the disease seemed secure. Authorities warn the resurgence could erase a decade of gains unless urgent steps are taken. And closing off with this story where after nearly a decade together, football legend Cristiano Ronaldo is officially engaged to longtime partner Georgina Rodriguez. The 31-year-old model confirmed the news on Instagram, sharing a sparkling, huge diamond ring, and the caption said, "Yes, I do, in this and in all my lives." The couple met in 2016 when Georgina worked at a Gucci store in Madrid, and their romance has since blossomed into a close-knit family. Now, they share 2 children, while Ronaldo has 3 more from a previous relationship. Now, settled in Saudi Arabia, where he plays for Al Nassr, the pair continues to captivate fans worldwide. The wedding date remains under wraps, but the engagement is a true romantic milestone. Congratulations to the newly engaged couple. An absolutely beautiful ring, definitely to mark the occasion. That is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's get into some sporting highlights with Raul.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And yes, the romance will continue if you're a cricket fan supporting the Proteas, because Dewald de Beers smashed a stunning, unbeaten 125 runs of just 56 balls, being the highest T20 score by a South African. And that was to lead the Proteas to a 53-run win over Australia in Darwin. Now, his innings featuring 12 fours and 8 sixes propelled the Proteas to 218 runs for 7 wickets. And that's their best total against Australia in the format. All while the hosts were bowled out for 165 runs, levelling the 3-match series. Well, from cricket, we move to rugby news next. And New Zealand will be without star loose forward Wallace Setiti, and that's for their Rugby Championship opener against Argentina in Cordoba. And all with coach Scott Robertson confirming that he is still recovering from ankle surgery. Now, Setiti, the 2024 All Black Player of the Year, missed the France series and will spend at least another week on the sidelines, creating opportunities for Peter Lakai or debutant Simon Parker. Well, football's up next, and local football at that. Now, Mamelodi Sundowns claimed a 2-0 victory over AmaZulu, and that was at Loftus Versfeld, now marking their first league win of the 2025-26 season and moving them up to 2nd place. Now, goals from Masandawana ensured a confidence boost ahead of Saturday's MTN 8 semi-final against Orlando Pirates. And meanwhile, in Bloemfontein, Pirates struggled to continue as they let an early lead slip, falling 2-1 to Maruma Gallants and remaining winless in the new campaign. Well, lastly, in the world of sport, we moved to tennis, and world number one Jannik Sinner overcame multiple interruptions, including a 75-minute power outage, failing LED screens, a malfunctioning electronic line cooling system, and even a blaring alarm. All this to beat Canada's Gabriel Diallo 6-2, 7-6. And it was 8-6 on that tiebreaker in the Cincinnati Open, while the defending champion saved a set point in that tiebreak before sealing victory with an ace, extending his hard-court winning streak to 23 matches. Incredible stuff, and we'll dive into sport once again. For now, though, many of you heading out on the roads, so let's see how we can assist you when it comes to traffic.
Well, thank you so much, Raul. What is happening in your roads out in Gauteng? Well, let's touch base in Sandton, where a motor collision has occurred, and that is on the N1 northbound at Rivonia Road. Now, as a result, the right lane is closed and traffic is slow moving at the moment. So please do proceed with caution if that is part of your daily commute. Now, out in Gauteng, we stay there but move to Germiston, where there is a stationary vehicle on the N12 westbound before Galuli's interchange, affecting the middle lane. Now, traffic is slow moving as well, so do please exercise caution while driving out there. Let's move over to Cape Town in Brackenfell, where an accident has occurred on the N1 outbound before Okavango Road, resulting in a lane closure. Now, heavy delays are expected for the affected route, so do allow for extra travel time as you head on out on your morning commute. That is where we leave your roads for now. We'll touch base again at 8 o'clock. For now, let's get into your weather. In your weather news, the South African Weather Service has issued no weather warnings for today, but isolated thunderstorms and morning fog are expected in parts of the country. And the Western Cape, they can expect more rain towards the weekend, and major provincial dams in the province are nearly 90% full, with the Teeswaterskloof Dam, the province's largest, at almost 85%. Now, conditions do remain generally stable, with mild winter temperatures forecast in most regions and rainfall limited to localized areas later on this week. We'll update you on all of that weather as the week does progress. But for now, let's update you on that sunrise morning view of this hour. Previously, we heard from GQ. What's Pretoria saying? Okay, Bussy, a beautiful view there. In fact, that looks a little bit ethereal. I don't know what's happening over there with the sun only coming halfway through the view, but I'm here for it. I love this artistic take on a gorgeous morning view. And at 22 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. A great day indeed out in Pretoria, and we'll get into your temperatures for the rest of the country in a bit. But I just want to remind you once again, South Africa, 063-036-9649 is that number to snap away on, so that we can also see what it looks like as soon as you open your eyes to this beautiful Wednesday. We need 9 degrees in Uppies. That looks like a winter's day. What's going on
there?
Yeah.
Also, what's going on in Pretoria, I believe, that shot from Bussy? That looked incredible, like a complete split down the sky. We've got the sun on one side and we've got winter on the other side. This is like Cape Town personified.
You know what I'm saying? The north and the south.
Yeah, you can cross the main road and you'll be in rain, and then other way back and you're back in your Speedo. That's crazy.
Well, you're in your Speedo. The rest of us, not so much. Well, listen, if you're ready for takeoff from Mzansi, strap right in, because this game is where courage actually meets a big payout. So welcome to World Sports Betting Cash Out Game, where your winnings climb higher with every single second.
And here's the trick, right? You've got to hit cash out before the plane disappears. And that's because when it's gone, so is your chance to win big. So I think you're kind of getting how this works.
So stand a chance to be Friday the 15th of August, first on-air pilot and win between 1,000 and 10,000 Rand if you cash out in time. Last week, we just missed it by like an increment.
So close. So listen, if you want to be the winner and hopefully you can win 10,000 Rand in cash, anywhere between 1 and 10, to enter, you just have to reply to our competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us the following, right? So picture this. You've just won big with World Sports Betting. Who's the first person that you're telling?
Ooh.
Is it going to be your mama?
Oh, my goodness. All I'm saying is that my lips are sealed, but there will be signs. Don't forget to use that hashtag World Sports Betting in your comment. And this week's competition does close at 10 a.m. on Thursday, the 14th of August. That's this Thursday. T's and C's can, of course, be found on expressoshow.com.
Oh, it's going to be a good one, so definitely get involved in that. And get involved in the rest of the show because we have award-winning chefs coming through. We got Jenny Morris, and one of our favorites when it comes to the family. She's looking sprightly, always coming through with colors, and I see Chef Clem's here too, so you know what's going down.
Ooh.
It's the... Is it the... Are we going to do it?
Are we going to do it?
Let's do it. Let's do it. It's the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting! Ting! Ting!
All that energy and more comes your way straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show. And if you're like me and you get to sit next to a superstar like this, you feel really good. So let's find out more about her, our absolute favorite, our familiar face to all food lovers everywhere. And I think her passion for cooking is only matched by her passion for people. We are obviously talking about Jenny Morris, chef, author, and all-round foodie, and I think just the queen of the land. She's joining us today for something a little different. We're going to do a little quick fire question round with Jenny. We see all our spice in the kitchen, but let's put you under pressure and see how you handle this one. So, Jenny, you don't think about this at all. Just give me the first answer that comes to mind.
Okay.
If it's crazy enough, I'm going to have to ask you why.
Okay.
But let's get into it, all right?
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Quick, I'm actually scared here. I'm a bit nervous playing this game with you. I know what could happen. So let's dive into this and wish us luck, Mzansi. First question, sweet or savory?
Definitely savory.
Definitely savory. Okay, I thought you were a sweet girl. Okay.
I am sweet, but I like savory.
I got you. What's your guilty food pleasure?
Do you know what? Madumbis.
Oh, yeah?
A madumbi. I don't eat two, I eat a bowl full.
Really?
Lashed
Isn't
with
that
butter.
good for
Oh
you?
my gosh.
Just with some butter on?
Love butter and salt.
More butter, more better.
Oh, baby.
What's one spice that you can't live without?
Cumin.
Cumin, really?
Cumin.
Is
Yes.
that lending to like all the dishes that you often make as well?
Yes, because you can use it in Indian, you can even use it in Chinese, and you can just use it in anything. I love it.
I've
And
never actually heard
and it's
that.
it's a very healthy.
You get a lot of the
spice.
common ones, but cumin's not one, and clearly
no.
you know what you're doing. Okay, what was the first thing that you ever cooked? Can you remember?
I exploded my mother's pressure cooker making a chicken curry. It was one of those where they went.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it explode when you tried to open it up, or mid like the
No,
cooking session?
I was very young when that happened, so my nanny and I were doing it in the kitchen because I can be forceful. I wanted to cook, and she was away with her sick brother, and that we didn't know how to use it, but we had seen her do it.
So you just thought, it's not that hard.
It was like a yellow feeling.
I'm glad that the lid didn't come for your head or something, and we still have you. So yeah, that was the first sign that.
What a loss it would have been.
Sure, oh man, the nation would not be the same. Okay, let's keep going here. I'm very grateful that that didn't occur. What's your go-to dish when cooking for friends? You want to impress your people? What do you
When
tend
I
to
do
make?
dumplings,
Dumplings, oh yeah?
Asian dumplings,
Yeah?
they go mad. They
Is it
absolutely love
the
it.
pork one? Or-
I do all kinds because I have all kinds of friends.
I haven't had your dumplings yet. I look forward to that.
You, my little dumpling.
Let's keep moving on. What's the weirdest thing that you've ever eaten?
I've eaten snake and scorpions, but the weirdest thing I've ever eaten was a misvirum full of poo.
You've got to be joking.
No, I'm not.
That wasn't planned, right?
No, it was certainly
It's like, I'm not going to ask any more questions because we've got good food to look forward to. So let's just leave that story at that. You can slide in the DMs if you want to find out more. Do you have a favorite cuisine that you like to cook?
I love anything Asian. I
was
love
gonna say
Indian,
Asian, yeah.
and I'm an Asian.
When did
persuasion.
like the Asian invasion take its place
Do you
on
know
you?
what? Growing up, my first Chinese meal
Yeah.
told me that.
That was the one, eh?
And it's in my DNA. I've got a lot of Chinese in me.
Can you remember what the meal was? Was it like a chow mein or something
No,
similar?
it was just like a sweet and sour pork.
Okay.
But I could taste the star anise in their sauce, and it was just so delicious.
I can just picture that moment you biting into this like, as a chef, what is this? I need to find out everything about this flavor.
I must have
And
been about 10.
probably
10 years
started a
old,
crazy
yeah.
journey for you.
And the rice.
Oh, yeah, they do that special. All right, let's keep going on. This is fascinating stuff. I need to ask you more questions, actually. All right, what's one ingredient that should never be in the kitchen?
A misvirum.
Misvirum, filled with that stuff you mentioned earlier. Okay, that's a great answer. I know that I've kind of asked you this question, but I want you to put your name on something. Your signature dish, the Jenny Morris special. What is it?
Well, you know what? If I go to my restaurant and people who eat at home, because of the restaurant, they love the roast belly pork. Because that
Pork
crackling
belly.
just shatters in your mouth.
And I've seen you work with pork, and I see how you
Yes.
get that like fat to meat ratio. You get it crackly,
It's
you
got
get
to
that.
be, yes.
You're making me hungry now. All right, we've got one more question to go through before we get you to do your thing. What's the biggest kitchen disaster? Because I know you've had many successes. We're not going to talk about that. Give me the biggest disaster that you've had, Jenny.
Christmas in Africa, so I go to Namibia.
Yeah?
And I've got 250 ladies, and they're working alongside me. And
Okay.
I thought, we're not going to make fruit cake, we'll make beautiful carrot cake.
Are you preparing the Christmas dish?
Well, we'll be doing the whole Christmas together.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not traditional stuff, because it's hot in Namibia.
Yeah.
So I've got some ladies mixing the Christmas cake, the carrot cake, and we put it in the pan, and in it goes in the oven, and those aromas, the perfume, the smell of this is killing us. And like an hour later, they're saying, when is the cake coming out? And I'm looking in the oven, and the cake is like this.
It's not going up.
Nothing is happening. So I realized when I looked down that we forgot to put the flour in it.
Oh, no.
Not we, they.
Yeah, definitely not you. Them.
We made lovely halva. It was still delicious. We made sticky balls, but I'd already baked some cakes up front. Thank the Lord for that.
Oh, wow.
But I felt so stupid, but it was their responsibility, not mine.
No, we all know that for sure. Jenny, thank you so much for being a part of our quickfire round. It's
Thank
always
you.
good hearing more about your fascinating story and your journey, and I know you've got stories forever, but let's talk about today. What are we making in the kitchen? What's on the menu?
Oh, lots of deliciousness. We're doing brunchy things. We're doing pancakes. We're doing gorgeous salmon, filled tart, and halloumi, one of my favorite cheeses.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Absolutely love it. Well, Zanzi, there you have it. Jenny Morris, our finest, our queen. And she's going to be sending us through on 3, I think, incredible culinary journeys in the kitchen. And you don't have to wait long because it's about to go down. I've got to say thank you again. But now you get to have fun. Go do your thing. And Zanzi, fun continues right here.
Welcome to the kitchen on this fine Wednesday morning. My name is Clement Cheslin Kalen Pedro. Did you know that? True story. It's Wednesday. It's a culinary hotline bling. Now, you know, I'm not alone in the kitchen. I'm never alone in the kitchen because they won't allow it. Because they know better. They know better. Jenny's in the kitchen with us this morning, and we're taking on brunch.
I would love a brunch.
Can we ask, will you take any question that people are going to ask this morning?
Yes, of course. I've got you next to me.
There we go, absolutely. So if you have any questions about brunch, about cooking, if you just want to get to know Jenny, if you have a question for Jenny, let us know on that WhatsApp number. Send the voice notes through to 063 036 9649. Okay, Jenny, very important question. Someone says, Jenny Morris, can I take you out to brunch? I will have absolutely everything on the table that you're expecting. What are you expecting on that brunch table?
Oh, you know, I would love something fishy. Always salmon or mackerel. So I've got this thing. I know that people say I'm a savoury girl.
Me too. But
yeah, I don't mind a pancake at the end of the day. So I want cheeses. You know what I'm saying? It's got to have so much bread. Good bread.
Good bread.
Good bread. And meat. You know, I'd love like salamis and hams and sausages.
A grilled sausage, absolutely. And I feel like brunch is a great time to kind of really like waken your senses and play around with the best of both worlds, like dinner-ish vibes, because you can get that more complicated, but still like breakfast energy.
Yes.
That's what it's about. So I am a big brunch fan. We're kicking off with an amazing recipe today.
Yes.
I'm seeing familiar ingredients, but then I'm seeing things kind of look a bit different, like these pastry cups over here. So what are we making?
So we're making this gorgeous little marinated salmon tart. And if you're nice to me, I'll allow you to pop the salmon into the bowl because I'm pushing you around today.
I love that. I love that. Again, so don't forget about those voice notes. Get them coming through. I think we are swapping sides, are we not?
We could.
Let's do this because let's talk about the pastry. We're using puff pastry today.
We are using puff pastry today, and that's the beauty of puff pastry. Because it's laborious to make it.
I've only ever made it in chef school.
Well,
never again.
And so you can just keep some of that in your freezer, and you can line your little patty tins. And look here, it's a beautiful cup. It's a receptacle. You can fill and eat.
I'm kind of wondering if you could pre-make these because of the fact that, this little cup would actually freeze so perfectly.
I would freeze it, and you can actually do a little bit of egg white just to keep it nice and crisp.
And then that way also it won't absorb any liquid when you put it in when it goes in the oven. So that's a great idea. I love that tip, Jenny. Very, very cool. Okay, puff pastry cups in the freezer.
In the freezer.
So all I'm doing is I'm just literally taking a ring mold and cutting out little rounds.
That's it. And while you're cutting, darling, I put some salmon, beautiful little salmon blocks. I have put some cucumber. We're going to have a little bit of that.
A bit of spring onion.
Spring onion. You've got to have some kind of and dill.
That's true. So for me, when it comes to brunch, onions a bit too intense for the morning, all those early vibes. So it's more spring onions and chives.
And chives. Soft, gentle. But see, I love onion. I'm quite a wuss girl when it comes to spring onions. I love them.
I would like straight up eat like a raw onion for breakfast in the morning, but then I began to understand it's not about me.
Exactly.
It's about the people around me.
Yes, so that you can go away.
But like I said, I do love brunch.
Yes.
And I think it's the kind of the vibes where you get to dress up a bit and the food is like very show-offy. Yeah. But the truth of the matter is I can have straight up supper for breakfast.
I can.
Anytime.
Do you know what I love? The next curry the next day with the soft trembling egg on top of the toast.
Mine is in a toasted sandwich in the snackwich machine. Look at us talking about recipes we're not doing today. We're talking about brunch. Okay, brunch. Can we talk about some of your favorite places to go for brunch?
Well, you know what? There are so many places.
Is it actually your home? Is it actually home?
For me, it is home because I'm a show-off. And I love to have people around for brunchies. But you know, in the old days, you could actually go to hotels, and they would have these lovely music brunches.
I think it's coming back in trend now. Jazzy Sunday brunches.
Yes, for me that's the best.
Okay, is this what we're looking for our beautiful puff pastry,
Yes,
Shell?
just a little tip. Tell them don't try and stretch it. Press it, don't stretch it because it's going to shrink back.
And then it's like a ball cap, so basically all the stretches all the way back, and it comes back, makes a little tiny round disc of pastry. We don't want that. We need little lips.
Yes.
Okay, so once we got these baked off, it goes into the oven, 200.
Yeah, pastry.
Super quick, like getting like 10, 15 minutes, and then it's perfectly done. And like we already said, that you can actually freeze these cups, which I love. And we've added our baby spinach to it.
Absolutely.
Vegetables, we need
vegetables. We need lots and lots of green. And what we've done, 10 minutes, just 10 minutes. You could add a bit of wasabi to that as well, if you feel like you want an Asian persuasion.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to put that there. You can start filling. And if you're nice to me, I'll give you one to taste.
Ooh. I'm going to have to maybe call a friend in because I'm allergic to cucumber. But I can find a friend. I can find a friend. Maybe one that's getting married soon, that's looking for canapé ideas.
Oh, I know the one you mean.
Whoa! Yo, she popped up so quickly. Okay, there we go.
What do I do?
We are. I want to dig so deep because I'm very pissed. I want to know about your menu and everything, but we're not going to do that. It's not okay. But let's talk about a little canapes. We're going to try now. Yes. Okay, so what I need you to imagine is you're in your white dress, a little glass in this hand. Ooh. This hand has a canapé.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the hand you need to kind of pick up your canapé,
taste it. Taste the canapé. It's just one bite, Jenny. We just
you can have one bite, but it's about a 3-bite.
It's about a 3-biter. Okay. Oh,
I can hear the crispy. You see, darling.
You want that? You want that?
I want the crisp.
And I also love that you didn't make like tiny little pieces of salmon. These are chunks of salmon.
Because we're hunky chunky people.
There we go. There we go. Some beautiful crispy.
And that's
cucumber.
hunky chunky good.
I think it looks stunning. And again, I love just the sheer size of the salmon chunks.
Same.
Love that.
Wow, 10 out of 10. Makes it to the Kumalo wedding.
There we go.
If you want your invite, text Carissa on. Imagine. These are really great, Jenny. And again, we spoke about the fact that we can pre-make the cups, so making our little marinade in the morning, because you don't want to do that too far in advance.
No.
And it's so quick and easy.
And remember, the lemon cooks the salmon.
Exactly.
So you can decide
Because you use raw salmon, right?
We did,
yeah.
Absolutely. If you want to hear more from Jenny, you're going to want to stay tuned for the next segment of Hotline. What is the recipe we're going to make, Jenny?
Well, you can decide. Should we do halloumi on bagels? Because bagels are brunch.
Wow.
We're going to do a halloumi on bagels. And will we call Carissa back into the kitchen?
If she's lucky.
Probably, yes.
For breakfast the next morning after the wedding. You know what I'm saying? It's mathematics. Listen, there's a QR code on your screen right now, Expresso fam. Bottom right, whip your phone out, open the camera, scan it on over, and you can cook just like our chefs in studio.
Are we just going to stare
All
at the
right,
people?
Ryle. No, we're not going to stare at the people.
We're
going to eat, and then we're going to throw to Ryle. Hi, Ryle.
Hi. Now listen, that's not just a hi from me, but I got a young superstar here. We're talking about James Duke in the building, and he's promising a little bit of jazz, soul, R&B, all of that. But I want to know from you, bro, first time on your Feel Good Breakfast show, how are we feeling about today?
I'm excited.
Yeah?
I'm genuinely excited. Me and the band have been up all night. We're genuinely excited.
Well, and listen, guys, when he says up all night, like I spoke to him, I don't think they actually slept for this moment. So they are so keen to serve you with some of their energy. And that means you don't want to go anywhere. It's going to get so good right after this. We'll see you soon.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've got to get into some entertainment. I think every other box has been ticked this morning, so why not? I want to introduce you to James Duke, a rising force in the local music scene, soulful singer and multi-instrumentalist. His performances have lit up stages in the mother city and beyond. And right now, he's gearing up for an exciting new chapter with a brand new single titled Not My Fault, dropping this November. So let's take a look at this before we get to know the man behind the music.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me, but I'm in the days from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you. And I can't let
Ladies and
go.
gentlemen, put your hands together. James Duke in the building.
Good morning, good morning.
Are we feeling good?
Yes, I'm feeling good. Just
Raul said that you were up all night with the band, so...
oh, it's tough.
It's tough out here.
We were up all night rehearsing, and they
Amazing.
were showing me funny videos for some reason. So.
Typical youngsters of the day,
TikTok at 2
man.
a.m. I get it. All right, well, welcome to our couch.
Yeah, man.
We've got to get to know you a little bit more about your soulful and captivating performances that you've been doing. So, what sort of inspires the emotion behind everything that you do, besides the drummer going crazy?
Well, to me, it's more of like the stage is yours, and the moment that you're in, that's your moment. I tried my best to express myself and who I am. So, yeah, just being myself is all, especially on stage, is the best way I feel the way I express myself.
And speaking of being on stage, man, you've obviously been on quite a few standout events here that I'm checking in Cape Town especially. What was it like sharing the stage with someone like your former idol's MC, Colin Moss, bro? That was really a big moment.
There was so much pressure on me and the band because knowing someone like that, he's seen so much talent, and that was a competition that we were at. But it was fun. It was fun getting to see big hits like that. It's definitely exciting to be seen around people like that. Amazing.
And it's like a stamp of approval, man. Like you're navigating your way through the industry. You're starting to tick certain boxes, which everybody has to go through. And look where you are now, bro. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show live. That's what's up.
Yes,
James Duke.
exactly. Clap for yourself. I love it.
Yeah,
We've got to
man.
be our own biggest cheerleaders and have like a crazy amount of self-confidence in what you bring to the table, which is what I'm seeing, and I love it. We can't wait to see that performance come up in just a bit. And also for your single to drop in November. Tell me a bit more about this. It's called Not My Fault. Then whose fault is it?
That other girl.
Oh, the other girl.
That other girl.
Was me.
So I wrote the song about a situation that I've been in, something that I think we all go through, or either we're gonna go through, with a toxic relationship. One of those relationships that you don't realize it's toxic until you get out. And you always tend to blame yourself. And I wrote a song entitled Not My Fault. So.
Okay.
Like this, a youngster with emotion, with worldly advice.
Some wisdom.
Hey, man, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of James Duke, and I like the fact that he's not shying away from any competition. And there's a big one that you are being a part of this year. It's the Fresh Faces 2025 competition taking place at the Baxter Theatre. You ready for this one? How are you feeling?
Yes, I'm ready for this one. As I said, it's more of exposure for me, and to perform at a place like Baxter, it's really amazing. So, yeah, I'm ready. As long as I get to take my band, I'm fine.
I love it. Tell me a bit more about your band. Where did you guys meet each other?
I knew my band. I knew the drummer in high school and the bassist in high school. We were in a band before, but then we broke up because of everyone has their own life, I guess.
Right.
I'm still angry at them. Okay.
Fine. It's a safe space. A safe space.
So the other one, the guitarist and the twins, I met them at a place called Shop Center. It's like a place where you go for people with potential, go there and you get sharpened in your talent. And I met them there, and I just like spoke to them, and I was like, yeah, let's create a group.
Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
this. Yeah, let's do this. And now we all here.
Starting a band, baby.
Starting
Starting
a band, and now you're more than a band. You're boys. You're navigating
Sure.
incredible moments.
Definitely.
When it comes to putting the music together, how does that actually get done? Is it a lot of you guys sitting, waiting late up at night, watching videos, and then, hey, I got a song?
What's the process?
Most of the time with me, I haven't yet written a song with them. We were like a band like 2 weeks ago.
Ooh.
So with me writing a song, it's the process is more of like bringing the idea to life, especially being able to play an instrument and being able to bring that, what you think, the melody you think of. It's just, it feels authentic and original, and the feeling, I love that feeling.
Okay.
So that's the process. It's amazing. It's honestly amazing.
That's amazing. It is Women's Month, as you know.
Yes.
Is there any woman besides that girlie that we left behind, whose fault it is, that has maybe really influenced and made an impact on your life?
I would say my girlfriend.
Oh.
And I would say my mother.
Yeah.
As a big influence on my life. My mother being the strong woman she is, and sometimes I have my moments with my mother. Sometimes.
As you should.
Yeah, but I feel like she is part of the reason I'm even doing this. She pushes me, and she just gets me out there. And my girlfriend, I was kind of about to quit. Not quit, but like, take a break for a while. And then she encouraged me, no, stay on. You want this is what you want. And I'm very grateful for that.
Oh man, you got some good people in your corner. If they're celebrating and pushing you into the right spaces, then that's something to look forward to, bro. For today, though, what can we expect from you? I know we definitely are looking forward to that new song. Are we going to hear it today?
No, not today.
Ooh, the
Keeping us
suspense.
waiting.
Oh, no.
Yeah, not today.
Okay, so what else can we look forward to from you today? And the band, of course.
And the band, the first song is actually for Women's Month.
Oh,
I'm
beautiful.
dedicating that song to all the women out there. It's called Nomvula. And the second song is a bit of a dancer. We can dance to it. It's Luther Vandross.
Oh, nice.
Never too much. And then our final song is Chica Pamikasa.
Also a dancing
Yeah,
song.
yes,
You go from jazzing to a little bit of South African moves. Oh, I love that. Okay, well, get ready for your performance. You can go meet your band now, and we will get ready to prepare ourselves for a wonderful time celebrating Women's Month. Can I take this one? Can I dedicate? Okay, this one is for me, and this one is for all the women out there right now. Mzansi, get ready for a beautiful performance of Nomvulo coming your way.
This is our song, Nomvula, and I'd like to dedicate it to all the women out there.
Siyathandan uyalubasana neselale batonke ndibanja nguwe uyalubasana neselale batonke nguwe lo uyalubasana neselale batonke denzi wanguwe uyalubasana neselale batonke bazaliba tibizelenu nomvulawa tetani naye itani bilenda wena bazaliba tibizelezi sitandwe sa tetani kusho itani bilenda wena sitandwe sa zalaishi mote basimini zalaisha wakundilindile salayeshi mote basimini zalaisha sitandwe sa zalaishi mote basimini zalaisha akapelo novulawa zalayeshi mote basimini zalaisha simini zalaisha sithandwa sam zalaishi ngote basimini zalaisha akapelu nomvula wam zalaishi ngote basimini zalaisha.
Oh, that's what it's about. James Jukes and the band. You guys were incredible. I think staying up late last night was all worth it because you just opened up and did something incredible. So well done. You guys have put your name and put your mark on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Mzansi, I know you love that, and it's just going to get better and better. We've got more performances coming up. And then we're heading off back to the kitchen with Jenny Morris and Chef Clem because they're going to be answering all your culinary conundrums. Any questions you have, load them up because we brought the finest just to serve you. So don't go anywhere, Mzansi. Load up those questions, and we'll see you in just a bit. That was nice.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
And we're back in the kitchen with Jenny Morris, and this is the Culinary Hotline Bling! 10, 10, 10! Now, earlier, Jenny said when it comes to the ideal breakfast, she needs something fishy, check, and she needs something cheesy. It's about to happen. But first, can I just draw your attention to this? Someone took a bite of Carissa's canapé, and it wasn't Carissa, and we're leaving it for evidence. We're going to find the person whose teeth marks match that gap. We will find you. In the meantime, if you have any questions for myself or for Jenny Morris, let us know so I can read the number because I'm blind. Jenny Morris, how are you?
I'm blind too.
Okay. We're doing you something cheesy.
Absolutely.
And I am a sucker for a lumi, hey?
Oh.
Like, you know what my favorite thing to do with a lumi now, because I'm a grown-up and I can do whatever I like, is to actually take the big brick of a lumi and instead of cutting the pieces like this,
me
I
too.
cut the long way.
Yes.
I cut the long way.
Yes.
It is so, so good. It is so delicious.
With fresh mint, olive oil,
The
lemon juice, and
juice.
some chili.
Ah, yes, absolutely. I mean, I don't even need the bread or whatever. I'll just sit there with a fork and the cheese. Facing cheese. So let's talk about halloumi. How do you cook it? So we're doing griddle pan today.
We're going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to griddle while we talk. Again, a griddle while we talk.
I like that, I like that.
Halloumi I love. In fact, my first introduction to halloumi was when I was about 9 years old. And we had Yaya, who was our Greek family down the road. And she had this ball jar with this murky stuff. And she said to me, "Kuklaki ela katsedo, ela na fame." And she's now showing me this, looks like a test tube something.
We're safe. We're safe.
Yes. And I'm like, "Venthelo of Haristo." Yeah. The day she forced that halloumi into my mouth, that granny regretted for the rest of her life.
Because now you're hooked.
Every day I was at that Greek house.
And like the thing about the creaminess and the depending how you cook it, the squeakiness.
I can't stand the squeak.
You can't stand the squeak? I'm obsessed with the squeak.
I can't stand the squeak. It makes my brain hysterical. You've got to cook it just right so that when you bite it, it's crispy on the outside.
Soft and pillowy and buttery on the inside.
On the inside.
Okay, I forgot we're doing a TV. We're supposed to be cooking. It's what we're cooking. I'm talking about the halloumi cheese. But as you can tell, we love halloumi cheese. So, Jenny, you're busy toasting the bagels. We've got our halloumi cheese sliced up already.
Yes.
I've got some avo in front of me.
Which you're going to squish. Don't make it too... Make it nice and...
Chunky chunks.
Chunky, yes,
There we
just
go.
like you.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Going in. A little bit of chili flake. You know what I love about your cooking?
Mm.
It's like you don't need a reason to add a little bit of spice to something. There's always going to be a little bit of heat coming through. And it's not for the sake of having heat.
Flavor.
Flavor. It actually does give you flavor. So we added salt, pepper, the chili flakes, a little bit of lemon juice, so obviously they don't turn brown.
Yes.
Give it a chunky smush.
Chunky smush, yes.
Okay, I'm not going to do I'm actually going to switch over to fork.
Yeah, you can fork it, which is also nice because you don't exert too much pressure.
That's true, that's true. And you can, like you said, if you want it chunky, you can kind of keep an eye on it.
Yes.
And smash it. Halloumi.
Smash it, yes.
How
halloumi.
long do you cook it for?
Well, you know what? Here's a tip. You must always drain it so that the water, because remember, it lives in brine until such time. Look.
So if you kind of get some of that excess moisture off, you're going to get the browning happening real quick.
Much quicker.
And I see we do have our lemon juice. Okay, because I mean, I can never have halloumi without lemon juice. It's an absolute must.
It brings out the flavor.
I'm going to bring the big plates closer to you.
Bring it to me.
There we go. Okay. Avo done. Halloumi looking amazing.
I'm just watching these.
It doesn't take that long to cook, which is what I also love about halloumi.
Oh,
that's
you've
a
got
good
to
one.
eat it straight away.
Yes. Okay, let me get a... This is mine. This is mine. Going in for the one. So again, when you eat
That was mine, but you can have it. Okay, I'll take this one.
When you get it like super hot and super like that, when you said it's still a bit like soft, not squeaky yet, that's when you go in with a little bit of salt and pepper. Can I season yours?
Season mine, darling.
Oh, yours is sizzling. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna do little drops of, putting it over here, of lemon. Oh, it's so good.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And when you eat it when it's so hot and it's like
delicious,
literally burning your mouth. That's when it's at its best.
Take him, baby.
Okay, Jenny Morris. Guys, there's no order anymore.
Just eat.
Just eat. And this is what it's like whenever I'm around you, Jenny. We just eat.
We do.
Without order. Okay, halloumi. A bit of lemon. Oh.
Did you eat mine now?
No, of course not.
I'm going to give you such a bash. Nice. Oh, it's hot.
It's literally like a little course on its own. It is so amazing. It's so delicious. It's hot, but it's so good.
And I have something more hot.
Happiness. Okay. So what goes first? Halloumi or avo?
Let's do avo. Look at that.
It is so good. Maybe we should bring our bride-to-be into the kitchen again if she wants to try a bagel, because she spoke about the meal she's going to need the morning after the big day.
She's going to need protein.
Jenny Morris, ons werk hier
Halloumi, it's cheese.
Ons werk hier met kos asseblief. There we go.
More chili? More chili?
Yes, absolutely.
Lovely. This is honey.
And I love the combination of honey and halloumi together.
Oh, and chili.
That halloumi looks incredible.
Well, that's got nothing to do with you. That's my piece.
Okay, avo down.
I hope it tastes amazing, Jenny.
Here we go.
Wow,
Here we go.
look, it's all crispy and brown.
Halloumi, is this off, my love?
It is not. It is. It is.
I have made halloumi, but then when I ate it, it was like, it's like a squeaky sound when I bit into it.
And were you not a fan of the squeak?
No.
Okay.
Why? Are these ones going to be squeaky?
No, not at all. These are going to be like super hot, super creamy, super delicious.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the squeak, but...
Are you a fan of the squeak?
I'm such a fan of the squeak. And like, when you chew, like... Absolutely.
Oh,
Brain
man.
doesn't like me. You're going to come and stand next to this boy?
Okay, so Carissa, your bagel is very hot.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to like do it.
The lemon is
I've got
so
something better than
interesting.
that.
Oh, wait, of course, the honey, right?
Oh,
all right, so we've got a
me.
voice note as you are preparing this. Let's hear your culinary conundrum, or maybe even just a compliment for Jenny or Clem.
Good morning, Chef Clem and Jenny. Which would be a nice plant-based sandwich? Have you got any suggestion?
Who's that? Say what?
A plant-based sandwich. Do you have suggestions? Even a plant-based bagel from Mike. What could it be?
Okay, tell me.
I can tell you, you must make it like a taco with plant-based fish fingers. They are delicious.
Oh.
Okay.
Delicious. And I'm not joking.
All right.
I've never heard of that before.
Oh, I've just made one.
Very nice.
When we were in Johannesburg, I did one.
A plant-based
taco.
fish finger sandwich.
Okay.
I've become really into like brinjals and like smoked brinjals and like frying them, almost pankoing them, and I kind of make them little steaks. That with a little bit of pesto, with a little bit of plant-based cheese, with a little bit of like tomato.
You must Hasselback them.
Hasselback your brinjals. That's absolutely amazing idea.
What is? I ain't no Hasselback, girl.
I don't want no hassle.
What is Hasselback?
So it's basically where you take a potato. The original recipe is a potato, Hasselback potato. So you take a whole potato and you slice little slices, but not all the way through the bottom. So it looks like almost like a weird hedgehog.
Yes.
And then you put butter and garlic and then you roast that. So you get all these beautiful crispy layers. So Jenny's idea of actually doing a Hasselback brinjal sounds amazing.
Incredible.
But when it comes to plant-based sandwiches, I think that we're really highlighting vegetables nowadays. And vegetables, just like done in creative ways, can become amazing sandwich fillers. So I love it. I mean, put an avo on everything as well.
Same. Avo, tomato, feta, done.
There we go. So this is...
No, that's not hers. That is...
Get it right, Clem. Come on, man.
Wow.
This one's for Tiff.
That's what.
Oh, nice.
Our kitchen fairy also deserves something.
Yes. So this is morning after.
This bagel looks so delicious.
It is.
Perfect.
Where's this bagel from? It looks so like...
Woolworths, obviously.
There we go. Okay, halloumi.
Wow, look at that cross-section.
Halloumi, chili, honey. Jenny, we got the avo, we got the toasted bagel.
We got lemon, we got salt.
Lemon, salt.
Okay, no squeegee.
And we've got that little bit of, the honey and a little bit of sweet.
No squeak?
No squeak?
No squeak.
It's when you get it when it's still hot that you really taste the halloumi. It's like milk. It's like butter and milk combined.
Totally.
What? What is happening right now?
It's Jenny Morris.
Happiness.
It's Jenny Morris.
Endorphins are rushing.
Everywhere.
That's a plant-based sandwich. Have that.
There we go. Minus the halloumi. But you know what you can do? You can actually find some plant-based cheeses out there. That's what I absolutely love. The options are so available.
Wow. Tofu.
Tofu.
Tofu. So delicious for you.
There we go. There we go. Would you like, could this be the morning after breakfast?
Absolutely. This with a side of coffee? Done. Now I'll be like, my wedding's complete, the unions have officially been done, and I'm now a wife with a delicious sandwich.
And who's going to make it?
Not me.
You're a girl
You know who should make it?
Yeah.
You should make it at home. So go and scan that QR code, get the recipe, try the recipe, and let us know. Would you marry the person that makes this for you and straight up says, love is blind, here's a bagel, will you marry me? Will you do it?
I do. Ooh. All right, Raul, I've got a question. You also almost married. If Mel made you this, would you I do with her?
Oh, girl, I do. I do indeed. And I'd say it over and over again for something that looks that incredible. And that's what's happening here in your Feel Good Breakfast Show. More delicious treats coming your way, but just something else that might treat you, especially if you're working on your sanctuary, right? So from everything like bold color choices to brilliant customer care, today's handy heroes stop takes us to Plascon Paint Experts, All Tech Paints in Kempton Park, Johannesburg. Now, this is where they're going to be going above and beyond, and I think that's kind of like second nature for them. So we asked them a question of what their top paint pick was, and the answer, Plascon Double Velvet. So let's take a look to see why and find out the DIY hack that they swear by.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Altec Paint in Kempton Park in the East Rand, a paint expert store and member of Paint Club.
At our store, and then we specialize with both automotive, decorative, and industrial paints. We go extra mile with the customer, and then we do expert advice. We love our customers when they come here. My customers is a DIY, and then the panel beaters, and also the contractors. Because of our brand Plascon. The Plascon product is a good brand. They offer the advice also. And then if we've got a problem, then they go out also to the customer with us and then go and check what is the problem. I love their quality, their products. We don't fail with any customer. And then, you know, Plascon is a well-known brand. Since I started with the paint in 1992, and so, you know, the best paint whichever. And then so always every year, the brand that comes #1 and the paint supplier is Plascon. Okay, my favorite Plascon products is Double Velvet. It's washable, scrubbable, stain resistant, and it has got a luxurious finish. The DIY tip that I can give them was that the preparation. If you don't want to come wrong, and then we have to ask questions to that customer what he wants to do also, so we can give him the best product and the best result solution. When it comes to paints, trust Altec Paints.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
Yeah, just like that, you can see exactly why it's their favorite. And speaking of favorites, we've seen how to create your sanctuary out of some of the favorites, but how do you feed your belly? Well, it's with an I Do bagel. And I'm
That's
dying.
what we're calling it
It's
now.
the I Do bagel. I'm dying to get some of this. You already had a bite. What
Had
was
a bite.
What
It
like?
was insane, and I've just been picking the whole time because I've been waiting for you. You have to also try this
I
out.
love when Jenny just comes through and shows off. I thought that first one was incredible, but
Right.
let's
now
go.
we know who took a bite.
You pimped on
Okay.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I see why.
Mm-hmm.
It's an I Do moment
That's
right here. How do you say no to this?
Ah.
It's warm, the texture's there. I can't believe that we're working with Illumi and made it taste like this, but hey, well done.
With the avocado,
Wow,
the
this
smoothness,
is
like
good.
comes together
I do.
beautifully. I do,
And I'm done.
Not yet, not yet.
done. I did.
We still have more of these two wonderful chefs in studio with us. They'll stay in the kitchen, hopefully get something sweet going for us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And then, of course, another performance.
Yeah, performance is coming up. You know who's here. It's James Duke, still in the building, still giving us all the teasers ahead of his new music that we're looking forward to. But he's just going through all the marks and showcasing all his talent along with the band. So you've got every reason to stick around. We'll see you in just a bit. Oh, this is really
Good,
good.
hey?
Yeah, I really
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back to Expresso right here on S3. Now let's get started with your national news headlines as we head into the final hour, where two suspects have been arrested in connection with yesterday's fire at the Home Affairs office in Germiston, allegedly started by protesters facing eviction. Now the blaze damaged the two-story building, but officials confirmed IDs and passports were not damaged. Culinary Metropolitan Police Department Acting Chief J.D. Mkwanazi says suspects also blocked roads to delay evictions. Now, despite a June 26 court order that's still to come. Charges include arson, vandalism, and defying court orders. Now, police identifying more suspects with further arrests expected. In other national news, Trade Minister Parks Tau and Agriculture Minister John Steenhuisen yesterday briefed the media on the US's 30% tariff, which took effect last week. Now, Minister Tao said Cabinet has approved a new offer which builds on the previous one submitted in May. The new offer substantively responds to the issues the U.S. has raised in the 2025 National Trade Estimates report. Now, Tao said government is meanwhile expanding trade ties in Asia, the Middle East and India to reduce reliance on U.S. markets and protect jobs. Let's take a look at your international news making headlines, where Nigeria's non-oil exports are on the rise thanks to strong global demand for products like cocoa and cashew nuts. Growth is also supported by regional trade deals and government efforts to help exporters meet international standards. Now, cocoa remains the biggest contributor, making up of over a third of the export value. Expanded market access through the African Continental Free Trade Area is also helping Nigerian businesses reach more buyers across the continent. Meanwhile, international attention is fixed on the upcoming summit in Anchorage, Alaska, where U.S. President Donald Trump will meet Russian President Vladimir Putin. That happens on Friday. Now, Trump calls it a, quote, feel-out meeting, hinting at possible territorial. In a pre-summit move, Trump will also speak to President Zelensky over the phone today, with European leaders joining the call. Meanwhile, Zelensky, uninvited to Alaska, has firmly rejected any peace deal that excludes Ukraine, calling such agreements stillborn and unconstitutional. Closing up with entertainment news this morning, Pamela Anderson has traded red carpets for cucumber patches, these days happily making and selling her own pickles. Now, the actress, now reportedly happily in a romance with Liam Neeson, has launched Pamela's Pickles with Flamingo Estate, donating all proceeds to the California Wildlife Center. Now, inspired by her great Aunt V's award-winning recipe, these gourmet jars add a feisty twist with rose, dill, guajalo chili, and smoky sea salt. Anderson and her sons have long supported the center, even running lemonade stands to raise funds. Now, at $38 a jar, it's a tangy blend of love, heritage, and wildlife care. Proof that Pamela's passion isn't just for acting, but for protecting nature too. Beautiful way to close up your news for this Wednesday morning. Let's touch base with your sporting highlights with Raul.
And let's highlight all the great stuff happening from our Proteas and start off with cricket, because Deerval Brewa smashed a stunning unbeaten 125 runs of just 56 balls, and that being the highest T20 score by a South African. And this effort led to the Proteas and them having a 53-run win over Australia in Darwin. And his innings featuring 12 fours and 8 sixes propelled the Proteas to 218 runs for 7 wickets. And that's their best total against Australia in the format. All while the hosts were bowled out for 165 runs, levelling the 3-match series. Well, from cricket celebrations, we move next to rugby, and New Zealand will be without star loose forward Wallace Sititi, and that's for their Rugby Championship opener against Argentina in Cordoba. And that's with coach Scott Robertson confirming that he is still recovering from ankle surgery. Now, Sititi, the 2024 All Blacks Player of the Year, missed the France series and will spend at least another week on the sidelines, creating opportunities for Peter Lakai or debutant Simon Parker. Well, next we move to football news, and locally, where Mamelodi Sundowns claimed a 2-0 victory over AmaZulu. And that took place at Loftus Versfeld, marking their first league win of the 2025-26 season and moving them up to second place on the log. Now, goals from Masandwana ensured a confidence boost ahead of Saturday's MTN 8 semi-final against Orlando Pirates. A big clash indeed. But meanwhile, in Bloemfontein, Pirates struggled, and they struggled and continued to do so as they were let an early lead slip, falling 2-1 to Maruma Gallants and remain winless in their new campaign. Well, now, lastly, from the world of sport, we move to tennis, and things are definitely heating up. Now, world number 1 Yannick Sinner overcame multiple interruptions, including a 75-minute power outage, failing LED screens, and a malfunctioning electronic line. And calling systems are also having issues, and even a blaring alarm. All of this was overcome, though, to beat Canada's Gabrielle Diallo 6-2, 7-6, with a tiebreaker going to 8-6 in the Cincinnati Open. Now, the defending champion saved a set point in the tiebreak before sealing victory with an ace, extending his hard-court winning streak to 23 3 matches. Well, that's a wrap-up of all things sport. We'll do it all again tomorrow morning, but many of you still heading out for the day, and here's Carissa with the latest when it comes to traffic.
Let's see what the roads are looking like out in Gauteng in Pretoria, where motorists are making use of the N1 northbound after Rigel Avenue, and they're urged to proceed with caution. Now, this is due to an accident affecting 2 right lanes. So stick to the left-hand side of the road if you're headed out that way, and please drive carefully. Now, out in Cape Town in Langa, traffic is extremely slow moving on the N2 inbound at Bunga Avenue. A little patience will definitely go a long way if you're using the affected route, and wherever you're heading, do remain cautious while driving and stay calm and carry on. That's where we leave your 8 o'clock news. Let's get into your weather. In your weather news this morning, some good news as the South African Weather Service has issued no weather warnings for today. However, isolated thunderstorms and morning fog are expected in parts of the country. In the Western Cape, they can expect more rain towards the weekend, where major provincial dams in the province are also nearly 90% full, with the Teeswaterskloof Dam, the province's largest, at almost 85%. Now, conditions remain generally stable with mild winter temperatures forecast in most regions and rainfall limit. Final one of today out in the mother city, repping Cork Bay, is Debbie. Okay, Debbie, I'm going to say it. This is the best view we've seen today. Absolutely incredible how you've married together beautifully the mountain with the clouds and the sun and the harbor and the ocean. My goodness, definitely a postcard-worthy image. So thank you so much for that. And 14 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. And we wish you the most blessed and beautiful day. Remember that you too could compete with our viewers today on 0630369649 and let us know what your morning's looking like on Thursday and Friday. We do it every hour. For now, though, let's have one final look at your temperatures so you can prepare for the rest of the day.
Oh, wow. Can I just talk about that sunrise view? Whoa! It just makes you want to slap on a speedo and jump in the water. That looked incredible. Cork Bay has never been finer, and so is this view too. I'm just loving these sunrises, Mzansi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're giving us ideas and inspiration for a beautiful day. So with the energy that you are giving us, I'm going to give it back to you in the form of a great opportunity where you can pick 6 lucky numbers and play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 44 million rand in total estimated jackpots, all happening this Wednesday. So do not miss out. You want to play the Lotto for an estimated 29 million rand, the Lotto Plus 1 for 5 million rand, and then there's Lotto Plus 2 for 10 million rand, all happening today. And it's really simple. Here's how you do it, right? You're going to buy your tickets today. You can do it in store on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app, cell phone banking, or you can simply dial *120 *7529 hash and then follow the USSDs. Now, we put all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can literally go check them out right now, and that will allow you to make sure you get yourself in the running to win big, and that's by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 44 million rand in total estimated jackpots happening today. So, Mzansi, good luck, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best. Go play now.
Please do go play now, Mzansi. We would absolutely love for you to win some money today. Not only win money, but also get inspired with the amazing recipes that we have today in our culinary hotline. Now, we still have one more session to dive right into, and you want to go head first, okay? Because Jenny, as well as Clem, are standing by, and they're so ready to serve up something hot and delicious. I'm talking about crepes with a blueberry whipped cream. My goodness, it's going to be tantalizing for your taste buds. So make sure you don't go anywhere and stay right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
And we're back in the kitchen with Jenny Morris on this fine Wednesday because it is the Culinary Hotline Bling!
Ting, ting, ting.
There was an extra thing in the background and I love it. Okay, so what we've done already, we've made this beautiful salmon canapes. Very brunchy, very brunchy. We've also made our Lumi and Avo bagel. Has gotten people crazy. It is wild. It, like, there was a little fight happening at the moment because someone wanted the bagel. No one's getting the bagel. No one's getting the bagel. It's Jenny's. Jenny?
I've had mine.
we're auctioning it off. Pancakes.
Yes.
Because pancakes in the morning.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it's a very simple crepe recipe, which I feel like you shouldn't complicate a crepe recipe.
No, no.
It doesn't need much.
No.
So we're working with eggs, flour, oil, vanilla, salt.
Yes.
Always salt. And a little bit of
Have
sugar.
to have salt, and just that touch of sugar, even if it's a savoury one. Do you know that?
Absolutely.
Just a few pinches just make all the difference.
And then I'm seeing we also have
whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
And what I've done is I have already made a beautiful blueberry syrup, which I'm cooling down in the fridge, and I'm going to bring up because we're going to bring that warm mixture, which is cooled, into our cream, and we're going to take them pancakes or them crepes, and we're going to fill them, baby.
Oh, lovely. That sounds amazing with a little bit of the fresh blueberries as well. Okay, cool. So let's talk about pancake mixture. So, very, very simple. Flour.
Yes.
Milk. I mean, it's kind of, you don't even really have to, like, look. Everything just goes into the bowl.
Just goes into the bowl. I can crack an egg for you.
And this is the one time I say, like, there's no method even in, like, what you add first. Just put everything into the bowl. And I do like what you're doing, Jenny, with cracking your eggs into a little plate first.
Because you can tell whether they're going to sink or swim.
There we go. And also, if you crack your egg straight into the bowl and you lose a bit of shell...
Then you do that.
That's what you do.
Yes, you use the shell to get the shell.
If you lose the shell inside here, it's going to become a bit more of a mission because then you got to fight the flour and everything.
It's called calcium, darling.
Calcium. There we go. But I love that chef's trick. Okay. We're going to add the eggs. Oil goes in. And the oil actually helps it brown and get a bit of color while it's in the pan.
Lovely. And
vanilla.
it also keeps it nice and moist.
That's true.
We're going to put a tiny little bit of butter, because you know what the butter does? It gives it that lovely nuttiness and that gorgeous full mouth feel. So take half the butter.
Half the butter.
And we were saying a little bit of salt.
A little bit of salt.
And it goes.
This is like you can, I find over mixing pancake batter is a bit of a, like rather not.
Makes it tough.
It does make it tough. It develops a little bit of that gluten. So a little bit of lumps are fine, but if you give it like a vigorous like 20 seconds, you're good. So just to get rid of those big lumps. And I see we've got a crepe pan ready to go. So I'm gonna come stand over here, swap with you.
Yes.
And then we're gonna, do you grease your pan at all when you do pancakes?
Well, it depends. If I've got a really good pan that is non-stick, proper. Otherwise, I sometimes just take a little bit of a spray or a little bit of butter paper. My mother used to do that, and my Oma.
Oh, absolutely. My grandma too. Yeah. She used to collect the leftover like butter wrappers, and they were used for like baking. They were used for like roasting.
Yes.
Everything. I love that.
Yeah,
Maybe we share grandma. I don't know. So Tiffany set me up because she clearly did not give me any non-stick kitchen spray, so she wants me to suffer.
I'll give you some melted butter.
There we go. I'll take it. So I'm gonna get the melted butter. But before I do that, let me go check on your blueberry sauce that you made.
I can do that.
Okay, you do that. So we'll be over here. Okay. Little bit of butter goes into the pan. You don't need much. It is a non-stick pan. And they do say your first pancake is allowed to be a bit of a flop. I'm going to say, no, I don't want that. So let's get a bit of, I do feel like I need a proper ladle or spoon to spoon this batter in. So Jenny, talk to the people for a second.
Okay, I'm talking to you, and I just want to give you a little bit of advice. I have my granddaughter, Alexi Allen Robot Morris. I make this pancake mix, Clem, and I keep it in the fridge for 2 days.
Oh, yes?
And we can use it over 2 days, and I put it in a squeezy bottle. There's a tip. It's a squeezy bottle.
If I had a squeezy bottle, I'd use it, but I don't, Jenny. So you know what we're going to freestyle this one, okay?
Well, yeah, otherwise, yeah, up to you. Do you want to do this?
I think, nah.
Yeah,
Let's wing it.
freestyle.
Let's wing it.
And swirl. A little bit more.
And swirl. Ooh, this looks like it's going to be more
it's like a dance and swirl.
Okay, so this is a very good non-stick pan.
Yes.
This is a very good non-stick pan.
But don't worry, I've made some.
Okay, we're going to add more batter to it. And your point about actually letting the batter just rest for a couple of days.
Yes.
It does make a huge difference.
And the flavour.
And the flavour.
So what I'm doing, Clemmy, is I'm going to actually put a little bit of my syrup on the base. Okay.
Like I said, the first one's allowed to be a flop. I don't know what's going on here, Jenny. You know what?
That's why I made you do it, because I don't want to do the flop.
Abstract. It is abstract. Okay, so you're swirling through your sauce through your cream.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important we wait for that sauce to actually be cool, or else it's just going to turn into like milky sauce.
Milky Way. The Milky Way. Now, you could serve it like this, Clem.
Uh-huh.
We're going to give you a couple of options here. An open-faced one. It's okay, darling. Rather you than me. I'm going to go and get a nice platter.
I have stopped focusing on the recipe, and I'm now busy here with pancakes. Love it. Okay, so the mission is to start layering and swirling. Again, this is a beautiful brunch vibe. Would you actually serve it as a whole big plated pile and people
yes,
cut
you
into
could,
it?
or as an individual one after the fact. You see what I've done here? I'm going to give you options. You could either do that and do a little bit of icing sugar over the top, or we could fill them and roll them. You see, you could either do that.
Oh, I like that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
And do them individually. Or we could do this.
Oh, like a sweet roti.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, my sweet little roti.
And what I'm also thinking, Jenny, because you've actually made the pancakes ahead of time, and because you've made your sauce, and because you've got the cream, you could set up like a pancake station for guests to come in the morning for your brunch vibes. So guests can kind of build their own pancakes, which I absolutely love because it's less work.
People actually love to do that.
Yeah, the little interactive cooking. Okay, Jenny, pancake 2 actually looks a lot better.
Does it look better?
A lot better.
I'm happy to see that. And then I'm going to just... do you know what I'm going to do? Have a lick.
Nice. Oh! Even too much sugar.
Isn't that lovely? Because you have that little bit of acidity coming out of and coming from...
That is very delicious.
Yes.
Let me see. Is Carissa or Ryle available? I mean, can I have both of them?
Oh, gosh.
I mean, for fun. I mean, the floor director, Lucian, is not happy with me this morning.
Why?
because I'm taking all his presenters.
That's
Okay,
all
so
right.
you've had your savory treats.
We have.
We're bringing you in for a dessert.
Dessert, yes, please.
The plating.
I gotta say, after
Wow.
the I do bun,
Yes.
I'm definitely ready for dessert. I don't think you can get better than this, but then I realized, hang on, Jenny's still here,
Yeah.
and so Chef Clem, so
Yep.
you better expect it.
Look,
This
guys,
is like
I'm not even
honeymoon
working
wedding.
today. I'm witnessing Jenny just do her thing today. I mean, I'm busy flipping pancakes. But these look so incredible. These look so good. And again, Jenny, you brought like color through and flavor through. Yes, it's decadent.
That's
but I mean,
Tiffany's, please. No one touched that one.
but the fruit and the flavors that are happening there are amazing.
Wow.
Have you not noticed Jenny does get that right all the time? When she rocks up here, she brings this vibe. She's always got the color with the blouse as well, and it's always matching in her ingredients because it always just has that vibrance to it.
Yeah.
So, Jenny, really appreciate you. And I
Yeah,
think there's a lot of people out there that might do the same. We've got a lot of comments that I'm going to try read while we put all this together, and we've got one from Venetia who says, "Good morning, Expresso FM." What is this, like a radio station
Yeah,
version? That could
AM,
work, actually.
AM.
She says she just loves the chefs. I'm crazy over greens in my food. And this morning, you're not letting me down, as always, tip-top. Tip-top shape, I think. That's a affirmative. So, Jenny, you're making the people say yay. We've got another one from Namabana. Says, "Good morning. Keep shining, Chef Clem Pedro and Chef Jenny Morris. Your culinary skills are truly inspiring."
That's true.
And I could not agree more. We've got more here. Shireen Abrams also says, "Good morning, Clem, Jenny, and the team. Happy Wednesday. Loving the Culinary Hotline this morning. And as always, especially with Jenny in the kitchen with her amazing recipes. Have a super day, team. Lots of love." Jenny, you get the people going, huh? You got something
It's because
special.
I'm an old lady.
No,
not
Doing
that.
a good deed for the week.
And we thank you for it. All right, so this is a beautiful crepe with blueberry whipped cream and
Yes.
then blueberries on top.
Yes, and you have half each.
Oh, yes. I mean, why not?
Yum.
This is honeymoon worthy, Ryle.
I think it is. This is exactly what you tuck into. Maybe like on that first day as you wake up from the wedding and you're just like
After the bagel.
still recalibrating everything. You're like, "Oh, babes, let's
Why
tuck
are you
into this."
recalibrating?
There was chaos
they're
that
gonna
happened at the
need
wedding. You gotta regroup, man. You gotta like,
Exactly.
take it all in. Okay.
Roll it up.
I was going to say, can I roll it?
Thank you, Chef Clem. Oh my.
Wow, but now we
word.
get rid of the cutlery.
Well, I'm
Yeah, I
just
don't
happy to
need
say
this.
this is going to be after the wedding and not before the wedding because that dress is going to be
This is what I'm saying. And y'all keep making me eat.
Okay, let's go.
We're not worried about you, sweetheart. You got a 6-pack,
Maybe not after this, but
10-pack.
Flavors.
what's going on with the cream inside there? What did you do to it?
Delicious, eh?
We just whipped it
Oh,
with a little
wow.
bit of icing
Whip it
sugar
real
and
good.
vanilla,
Okay, getting a little bit of that.
and then
I
the
love-
blueberry cream.
I think the word for me is just decadence. It's like everything you expect to be.
But it's
chewy.
light at the same
It's just
time.
melting through. I'm not putting any effort into this. It's kind of like a milkshake.
Yeah.
You don't have to chew it.
Yummy.
Wow,
well
Jenny.
done, guys.
This is absolutely incredible.
Nice.
I love this. I love the fact that you are back just showing off once again. And I know there's a lot more for us to look forward to. For now, though, as a woman, I want to say, with the poise that you possess through every occasion that you arrive in the kitchen, I want to put you up this morning and say thank you for allowing so many other women to be inspired. You've opened up so many doors. You've collaborated with so many other females, allowing them to not just come into the space, but you share it with them in such a beautiful way. And with all your expertise and all your wisdom, you still have this ability to put everybody up. But I think now's your time. We're putting Jenny Morris up on the pedestal and saying thank you for your
thank
energy,
you.
for your magic, and for everything that you constantly share with us with such incredible energy. We really, really, truly appreciate you. You're my lady. You're my lady of the day.
Oh, yeah. That is beautiful, Raul. We love you, Jenny. We love you, Chef Clem. Thank you for sharing with us for our culinary hotline bling. It's been an absolutely great time. Don't forget to scan the QR code bottom right of your screen to make sure you can cook along with us for your brunch. For whatever the occasion, this is always a great idea to get these recipes. On the other side of the break, let's get into some more of our artists' quickfire questions and then also performance.
Yeah, James Duke is still here. He's standing by. I love the name, and you're going to love his talent even more. So from great energy to some more great energy, it's all happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. See you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
What do you know? It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're still back, still giving you all the good stuff as promised. And if you've been around for the last 2 hours, you've been impressed to say the least. I know. And we're going to keep that energy going right now because it's time to find out about James Juke.
Oh, I like that name. Say it 3 times and he appears. And right now we're going to be getting into a round of quick fire questions. I hope you're ready.
Yes, I am.
Okay, there's one rule. Don't think about it too much.
Don't think about it.
Don't think about it too much. As soon as I say, what is the worst gig that you've ever had and what happened, what would you say?
The worst gig, I would say, was a gig that I played at a funeral. And I played an upbeat song.
Ooh. Whoa.
Do you think it was a celebration of their life? You know? I get you.
And people were giving me looks.
What was the strategy here, bro? Just to uplift the
spirits a little.
I mean, I was given the sip. And
okay.
You had to do it.
I had to do it.
Don't shoot the messenger. You know what I mean? What are you going to do?
I love that, though, because that's almost like the mark of your rise, because it can't get worse than that, right? It was just uphill from there. Listen, let's get into the game. Who's the one Cape Town artist that you'd never battle in a live performance showdown? Who would you never take on, bro?
Never take on?
Yeah.
Man, probably Jimmy Nevis.
Ooh, that's a worthy battle right there. Yeah, he'd hit you with all the.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, what is one thing that fans would be surprised to find out about you? A little secret that you can give us.
Never sleeps.
Probably that I can cut hair. I cut my own hair as well.
No,
Did
that's
you cut this fade, bro?
Yes.
Hey, man, it is looking
Fade is
dashing nice. A super fader, no blader. and the eyebrows as well?
Yes, everything.
Wow.
Yo, bro, so if ever, like, the career doesn't work out, which I think it's going to.
Of course.
It's pretty sorted. That would probably be the question. If you weren't a musician, what would you be?
Barber.
All right. So, if you walk into a room, right, and you hear someone singing your song, but it's like off-key, what do you do?
I mean, he's singing my song. I would still be. I'll be happy that someone's singing my song.
You gonna dance?
I'll just vibe to it. It's my song.
Cute.
It's
Now,
my
leave
song.
the singing to you. I think you've got the singing covered. As long as they are a fan of you, that's all that matters. Okay, if your song, Not My Fault, was a drink, what would it be?
Ooh. It wouldn't be his, though, would it?
A drink. I wouldn't want to say an alcohol because I'm not into that type of thing.
Okay.
I like that.
Probably
A bitter
cranberry juice.
Oh, but
Because
that's...
I don't like cranberry juice.
Oh, you don't like cranberry
yes, I see what you did there. That was smart. If you had let's call it a biggest musical red flag, right, in an artist or a song, what would that be? What's that red flag that makes you go, nah, stay away from this artist or stay away from this, like?
Someone who says, this is not a scam. I am. I will tell you everything because I've dealt with people in the past that have, and they always come out with the same line. I won't rip you off. I won't rip you off.
Then you know you
And
can
then I'm like, okay, Roo, I'm watching you.
That's so true. It's like a scammer saying to you, hey, listen, this is not a scam or anything,
It's not a
but just
scam.
send me your details and I got you, man.
That's funny. Have you ever ghosted a collab request?
I feel like that's a big I feel like he's done it more than once as well. Hey?
Spill the tea, tell us.
I have actually. I'm not going to say who.
Okay,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
There was someone, he actually have a lot of, he has like 23,000 followers. And I was like, okay, you can maybe give me some clout. And then he sent me a song. I was like, okay.
Oh, it was never going to happen.
Weren't feeling it, eh?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling
Wasn't a vibe.
It wasn't my style as well.
Okay,
so.
but that's fair.
Yeah.
It wasn't
I can
your
respect
style.
that.
Yeah.
All right. I want to see if there's only one, because I know there's a couple. One artist that you'd drop everything for to tour with him. Like, who would it be? Could be
Bruno
anyone.
Mars.
Wow.
Oh, that's a nice one. I love that guy, man. I
What's
can
your
actually see how
favorite
you
Bruno
guys
Mars song?
Probably Mario.
Oh.
would... Give us the line, bro. Think I wanna marry you.
Oh,
I know you can hit that key, bro. Come on.
So early.
Keeping us in suspense, all right. So, if you were someone who's got more drama, is it the music industry or Cape Town Twitter?
I'm not really on Twitter, so.
Okay,
Probably the
TikTok?
TikTok, yes, especially with the new, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, but with the open chats thing, podcast thing.
That caused some shakes and some stirs.
No, we covered it on entertainment news. We said, not on my watch.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
today. Not right now. That's amazing. Okay, besides Bruno Mars, who is your dream collaboration?
I would say...
We got a whisper of Mikasa in the background. Let's hear.
Yeah, most likely.
Something?
I would want to do, but my dream is probably someone like Justin Bieber, someone who's pop star, just to get me.
I love that. Have you heard the new album?
Standing on business, baby. Standing on business.
Clock it.
What do you think of the new music, the new album? What do you think of his whole
I love it. I love it. The fact that it was recorded in his living room, and I mean, I genuinely love his new album. It got me sitting in my room thinking.
I love that, man. And the impact that artists have on you, I'm sure that that's the energy that gets shared, right?
Yes.
Of late, who's been the one that's really stood out for you from an artist point of view, that's kind of been impacting you and the band's sound and maybe more so inspiring a little bit of your music? Is there anyone that does stand out for you there?
Most, I would say a South African artist like Mikasa, also Nati as well, the songs that we're doing. And one of my favorites, it's, I don't know if you know not Sunday Morning, that's the song. The band is Maroon 5.
Yes. Morning, baby.
Are we going to get a taste of that today?
Now, come on, you got to give us something, bro.
Was that a yes?
No.
Oh,
This guy just is all about the suspense
You're
this
breaking
morning.
our
Right?
hearts. Okay, that means you're going to have to come back and then perform that for us. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay, we've got our set list. We've got Bruno Mars
Yo.
and we've got Maroon 5. All right. If you had 10 minutes on the Baxter stage and no rules, anything goes, what would you do?
I would probably just try and talk and then tell people about myself and then do a song.
And then show them.
And then show them, yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, I think now's a cool opportunity to do exactly that, man. Why don't you show us exactly what this talent is all about? For those that have been waking up late on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, I think this is an ideal opportunity to once again see what James Jukes is all about, man. Is giving us all the energy, and you can share that energy with us right now. Thank you for being honest. I love these quick clarifications because it really gets the essence and the trueness of these artists. And like you heard, there is a lot to look forward to from these youngsters. They just kind of feel like they're getting started, but already have come into their own. Their music is so unique. The sound is special. And here's the reason why you're going to probably fall in love with them, especially ahead of some new music and a new song that we can expect in the near future.
Remember, it's not his fault, eh?
It isn't. It isn't. It wasn't me.
This next one is called Luther. It's by Luther Vandross. And it's called Never Too Much. And the Rhythm Legacy Band, they're accompanying me. And we are available for bookings, just saying, putting that out there. Let's go.
I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my discourse, I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you. How awesome my daydreaming, wedding plan to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart. You told me to come in, oh my love. Woo. 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. And I just don't want to stop, oh my love. A million days in your arms is never too much. And I just don't wanna too much, never too much, never too much. Woo. today. Look at your picture just to get me started. I called you up and you weren't there and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late, the boss is so demanding. Opened the door up into my surprise that you were standing. Who means to go to work to hustle for another dollar? I'd rather be with you cause you make my heart screaming harder. Love is a gamble and I'm so glad that I'm winning. We've come a long way and then this is only the beginning of my love. Woo. 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop all my love. A million days in your arms is never too much. And I just don't wanna too much, never too much, never too much.
Ladies and gents, Expresso fan James Duke just showing off a little bit because he's absolutely allowed to. Like he mentioned, bookings, you can hit him up and exactly get all of this wherever you find yourself, be it a wedding, not a funeral, or just a celebration in general. It will be a fantastic time with all of you. But listen, we still have just under 30 minutes together on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we have to get into cooking, a hot pot. Now, I know you've never heard of making a hot pot in a microwave, but my dear has come in clutch, and they'll show you exactly how to do that. And then do we get some more performances?
Yes, one more.
Just one more. Okay, he did mention Mikasa earlier, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of a collaboration happening there. It comes your way straight after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Hey, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And what an incredible show we've had already. And it's going to get a little bit better because I think if another winter stew feels like a one too many, well, then it's time to switch things up. I know we've been doing the most in winter with our meals, but things are about to get a bit easier. Today, design guru Pilates Bubu will show us how to create a quick and comforting microwave hot pot. Yeah, you heard correctly. And this is an easy twist on the classic Asian staple. And we're using my dear's 20-liter digital inverter microwave with InnoWave technology. And it's everything which is guaranteed to come out evenly cooked and delicious. And it's all happening in a minute. So another superstar in the building. Pilani, how are you doing this morning?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited because I see lots of color, which always gets my box
And
ticked.
nutrition.
And nutrition, yes, but also the fact that there's convenience wrapped up in this as well. We're talking about my dear's new technology. What's happening here? Why are we celebrating this one?
Well, the thing is, this is how I explain the InnoWave technology. Often when we cook, we want control, right?
We
So
do.
if you cook with natural elements like fire and water, which is to steam or to boil or to simmer, you have far more control to keep the color of the carrots, to make sure your spinach is not overcooked.
That's true.
To keep the nutrition, the flavor. This microwave gives you that control. You know, if you char grill, you know you want to keep the inside.
Yeah.
This doesn't kind of burn your food too fast, too quickly.
Yes.
It kind of releases steady heat that gently cooks so that everything is evenly cooked,
Oh,
right?
this makes sense
Magical.
because my old microwaves that I've been using, it's always like a game of like, I gotta stop it.
Stop it quickly.
Yeah, did I get it? Oh no, today you lost the game.
I
You just
know,
burned.
I know. And nobody has time to be starting over, so this is super efficient.
love that.
And absolutely, I think it's magical because nobody wants to be overcooking food, destroying food. And the next thing, the lights go off. Who knows? This is also a digital inverter microwave. That's
Wait,
crazy.
what? Okay.
Yes, I mean, in South Africa, we all
Wow.
need one, don't we?
This is perfect. Where has this been?
I don't know. I
But
guess in
I
the
know we're all
making.
making a meal, so maybe this is a perfect time to kind of
Yes.
show off how we do this.
Yeah.
I see all the colors. I love the ingredients here, but we're talking hot pot, right?
Hot pot, very
In a
easy,
microwave.
very
This is-
Asian style hot
Yeah.
pot. And I think the tricky part is, right, this is the thing that you want to use the natural element, which is water. And I think here, vegetables, you have to maintain the nutrition. So what a good example, right? Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Shall
I'm
we
ready
stack
for
it up?
this. Yeah, so how are we doing
There's
this
no
one?
right or wrong answers, right?
Uh-huh.
So I think we should just grab the biggest thing and layer.
Is this my bowl and your one?
That's your bowl. This is my microwave. That's yours.
This feels like a competition.
Everybody
here.
loves a little like cabbage.
And
Yeah?
just to not jump the gun here, obviously we're dealing with some very rare mushrooms. What are these exactly? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I'm just a design person here to express why these microwaves are amazing for your home.
I've been diving into this. So I think it's like a bit of shiitake mushrooms, portobellini as well, some buttons. I love the mixture here. I don't think this is too necessary. You can go with any mushrooms that you've got.
No, you
right?
can go with any mushroom, really.
Nice.
And I think also the spinach could be any kind of spinach, but this charred spinach is always amazing. Grated carrots will always cook faster, of course, right? And we've got
is that a
some
surface
toppings.
area type of thing? We talking science here with that? Is that
No,
the reason
of
why?
course. I mean, you know, you've got to penetrate the heat, right?
Yes.
And the heat's got to penetrate through the product.
Yes.
And so it'll cook faster if it's chopped.
Okay,
Is that as much as you're going to make?
I was trying to be
Love
like
the
a bit more
mushrooms there.
respectful, but okay, listen.
Let's go for it.
Let's
Okay.
bring the real me out here. That means I'm going to probably use everything that I can.
Don't forget that we'll garnish at the end and it's going to look really, really pretty. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the microwave
right.
and make sure that after 4 minutes, we'll throw some of the oils in the simmer, right?
Okay, cool.
And thereafter, we'll top it up.
So setting it up in the microwave, how do we do it? Is there
Very
anything like...
simple. I'm going to give you one of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And we both need to pop our microwave open, of course.
Okay, so I'm going to pop
Yeah.
it in the microwave.
Okay, you're
And
moving faster than I'm doing
putting
right
this
now.
cover
there
on
you
here.
go. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if mine's
And of
gonna
course, this is important to kind of like hold down the steam. Let's do it first.
Here we go. Okay. Mine's in. I know normally I would
3,
kind of
2,
like...
1 in.
I would kind of like prep up a time here, and you're saying around like 4 minutes?
You know what's incredible about this microwave? It's got like 6 presets, right?
Oh.
And of course, this is an easy thing to make, but this preset can give you all kinds of things. In this case, we do want to just simmer, so we'll go 4 minutes for the hot pot.
Okay.
Just press 4.
Oh, geez, that's it. Just push 4.
Just press 4. And while that's going, one of my pet hates, right? Have you ever tried to make popcorn in a microwave?
Oh, wow, hang on,
You've
sorry.
got-
I'm
okay,
just
well.
getting over the fact that that worked that
It
easy.
does.
Wow, and apart from the fact that you have all these presets, I see popcorn, potato,
Yeah.
pizza, freezer or frozen veg,
Yeah.
beverages, dinner. This thing is like taking all the thinking out
Right.
for you, right?
I mean, it's crazy. It's kind of like what AI is doing for us right now. When I swapped out for this microwave, I had burnt the interior of my microwave, which is crazy.
Whoa.
Like from the popcorn, it goes black. And you can't scrape it off. And then the next thing, a lot of meals smell like popcorn.
It's got that
This
remnants,
microwave has
yeah.
a ceramic interior where it's easy to clean. It's also 99.9% bacteria free. It doesn't rust. So
Okay.
essentially that interior makes sure that you don't kind of get all the rust that you get from all the cooking. Nothing sticks. It's like I guess a non-stick pan.
Hang on, so generally, because I've tried a few things in the microwave. I
Yeah.
like boiled things, and I've done like reheating of chicken with sauce. It kind of gets that, like, I get these splashes, and I get all this like crazy stuff happening. I don't always use a cover, so that
Yeah.
maybe also is another reason. But if I was to happen to be in a situation like that with this microwave, how easy is it to clean?
It's
Quite easy.
so easy to clean. It's easy to wipe. The ceramic interior versus other interiors is that like it's got this sort of like easy clean, non-rust. It's almost like a wipe away from clean. Do you know what I
word,
mean?
yeah.
And I mean, it's easy to get a microwave very dirty.
Yes,
and
it
also
is.
to stain it. Do you know what I mean? From everything that we make, and this microwave ceramic interior. And not just that it is about the cleaning. I think the germs don't stick as well. And it's very sustainable and very long lasting.
Nice. You
Yeah.
just like giving me reasons to dance around and celebrate this thing, to be honest with you. I also want to talk about something that has been atop of my list, and that's sort of aesthetics in the kitchen. We always want our kitchen to feel good. If it feels good and it looks good, then we're able to almost like perform better with our meals. That energy comes through. Aesthetics then is something that I would imagine is important here, and how this can kind of like seamlessly align with that detail. Is that box being ticked? What do you think?
I mean, you can tell that that box is being ticked. I think the most important thing is that this microwave is accessible, right? And not just accessible and easy and efficient, it's also slick and compact. And I think you can get it any size. It's affordable, yeah? And I think you can fit it into any modern home quite well. It's got silver, neutral colors, and other aesthetics. But I also think that design-wise, it's designed for your home. I think living is really about harmony. So outside of kind of the aesthetics and the harmony of the aesthetics, it's really a super, super quiet microwave. Can you hear it?
I know, and I'm looking down here just to be like, is mine on?
It's really on.
I can't actually tell. They are still cooking them, Zanzi. Believe it or not, we have
How many
already
minutes
done
are
like
we actually? There we
3
go.
minutes into this thing. I can smell some beautiful smells about it. But the reason I asked you the aesthetic is because, I mean, you're kind of like the guru here. I think it looks good, and I can see how well this will fit with a lot of my aesthetic. I've got like this sort of off-white with a bit of stainless steel touches.
Oh, nice.
So this is going to look good, and it is compact. That's the one thing I sometimes hate about these newer models, is that it's so big. I might as well just get an oven. You know what I mean?
So what you're talking to is like small-scale living and open-plan living, but also very contemporary designed interiors. You can never go wrong with like a silver chrome finish. You can never go wrong with a black sleek finish. And silver, grays, whites, blacks, they'll always fit into any neutral interior. And so whether you're kind of living compact or you're living large, I think this microwave really much suits the home.
You couldn't have said it better. And listen, while we are still cooking this up, I think whether you're upgrading your kitchen or need a high-performance partner for everyday cooking, the My Dear 20-liter digital inverter microwave is built to handle it all. And if you're paying attention to this conversation, you've clearly figured out exactly why. And here's a better opportunity, because you can get 10% off when you shop online using the discount code on your screen. So check that code out. It's right on the screens right now, and I think that's sort of perfect timing because we are
there it
done.
goes.
Boom.
Almost.
Well, I jumped the gun a bit there, but this is pretty much the hardest step of this entire process, done and dusted. Just be careful if it's a bit too hot.
Yes.
I might need some gloves for this one. Mine is cooker
Steaming.
looking.
Yeah.
Just try grab
there
something
you go.
right here for yes.
But I mean, you managed to basically introduce this microwave and say all of that while it was cooking. And that's how quiet this microwave is. It's insane. I mean, kitchens can be so chaotic, right?
It can,
being the heart of the home. Look at that. And I think, this microwave really harmoniously fits.
Oh my word.
Shall we stir it up?
I just got to try this because it's soft.
You are way ahead of us.
Sorry.
But you're so way ahead. You're like these microwaves.
Okay, so how do we finish this one?
I think that with the sauces, we can sprinkle a bit of salt, some garlic, and thereafter we can do our toppings.
And so let me just bring this to the forefront.
Shall we
here. Enter our toppings.
swap?
We can swap that out. And
For
voila.
visuals.
This is how easy this recipe really is. While you're having a conversation, you can let my dear do all the work for you.
Right.
And then you're literally just plating this as easy as that. So Culinary is going to show us how we do that, or talk us through it, essentially.
Right.
Because it's not that hard, right?
There's no trick in the book. It's
get
hot
involved.
pots. It's really about getting the flavors to go. Maybe what we want to do is just stir this up a bit and make sure that it's mixed up. Yeah? And what is a hot pot without noodles?
I don't even know what it is. It's just a pot.
I feel like this bowl misrepresents us. You definitely are having the bigger bowl, no?
I'm not going to complain about that.
I guess we're sharing with the team, yeah?
I'm not going to complain about that. And if anybody does have any leftovers, the team is here to dive in and tuck into this. So I think this is incredible. While you finish this off, I want to talk to you, Mzansi, because it gets even better. You see how easy it is to make anything, and you see how convenient it is, but now you stand a chance to win a My Dear digital inverter microwave, and that's to the value of 1,299 Rand. So here's how you can enter. Simply follow at My Dear South Africa on Facebook or Instagram, right? Step 1. Then you want to reply to the weekly competition post on My Dear's social page and tag us at Expresso Show with your answer. Now, don't forget to use the hashtag My Dear Microwaves in your answer. And here's a little reminder, the competition closes on Sunday. And if you want to find any more of the T's and C's that do apply, you can get them at expressoshow.com, along with all the other information to get involved in this competition. But Bilani, thank you so much. You have shown me the light, a new way of making magic with absolute convenience and no time whatsoever. this is what it's about. You've been special.
Indeed.
Thank
you so much.
Beautiful. Do we get to eat now?
Yes.
All
Should we
right.
take bites?
Big bowls, hot
There's
pot.
some chili in there.
Cheers.
Be careful. Cheers.
Ooh, it's hot. It's good.
Delicious.
It's in a pot. And I can't believe we made it in less than 4 minutes. That was absolutely incredible.
Amazing.
Ooh. All right.
Right.
I'm taking this for me.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back for the final time, and we're coming in with a bang. Let me tell you, you got to pick your 6 lucky numbers and then play Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 for 44 million rand in total estimated jackpots. And it all goes down this Wednesday, so don't miss out, okay? Play Lotto for an estimated 29 million rand, and then you have Lotto plus 1 for 5 milli, and then Lotto plus 2 for 10 million rand today.
Lots of millions getting out there, and you want to get involved. So here's how you do it, right? Buy your tickets today in store. You can do it on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app. You got cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529#, and then follow the USSDs. It's that simple.
I love it. 5 ways to win. All the details are on our Expresso social media pages. Go and check them out, and then make sure that you get yourself in the running to win big. By playing Lotto, of course, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 for that estimated 44 million rand jackpot going down today.
Yeah, and it's still going to be going down right now with another winner. We're talking about the one and only James Duke. He's been serving us all throughout this morning, and he's doing it once again. And this one's by someone that is inspiring him, and maybe you'll see the two of them performing sometime soon. But for now, stage is yours, brother. Take it away.
So this is our last one, and I want you guys to enjoy this one. It's called Jika by Mikasa. Let's get it.
Standing over there, and I'm wondering, can I whisper something in your ear, something that you might like? Oh, 1, you're looking good, looking too good. Yeah, 2, I make every man in here praise you if I could. Come on now, 3. Is there any to you. Maybe we can do things that only lovers do. I wish undeza kimi ya kwela baby, sondela kimi chigeleza baby for me. Won't you work it baby for me? And the way you move your body makes me say, hey, oh. So won't you do it for me? Chiga, hey, chiga my baby, chiga, hey, chiga my baby, chiga, chiga my baby, chiga, chiga my baby. Give it up for Nathan the guitarist. Chiga, my baby, chiga. Oh, chiga, my baby, chiga. Oh, chiga, my baby, chiga. Oh, chiga, my baby, chiga.
Woo! Yes. Woo! That was a beautiful. It kind of warmed me up a little bit of this
Man, I'm
Wednesday.
telling you, you got to remember this name, James Duke. It rolls off the tongue so perfectly. Man, please take a bow. You and the band earned it. All that lack of sleep last night, I think it was definitely worth it. Coming through live on national TV. No one suspected a thing. Your energy was absolutely perfect. And you guys are clearly made for show business.
Oh my
Congratulations.
goodness. And you've definitely impressed the Expresso fan because we've got a couple of comments coming through. Let's have a look at what you had to say. Teresa saying, wishing you the very best in your future, James. Sending you love. Thank you, Teresa, for that one.
Yeah, we've got more coming through next. There's Dawn Mia saying, awesome talent. That's for you, James Duke and the band. Awesome talent indeed.
One more coming through from Danish saying, great Expresso show. Well done, well done, well done all around. It has been a fantastic Wednesday, halfway to the weekend, and I feel like that for sure.
Me, I'm just blown away by the fact that women are incredible. And today, I think, just highlighted that from the conversations you had to our under-13 girls doing the most, coming through from Denmark with that massive trophy. I know that we're going to be having more conversations with them and all their accolades. And then again, having Jenny Morris back. It's always so good having her. But we forget how much impact she has on the entire industry, on the world of food. And the culinary conundrum was just a treat. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of this magic. Thank you, Carissa, for being at the home, too. Love working with you. And see you all in the morning.
I'll see you tomorrow.